What's going on, Miami Hurricanes fans and my college football family and Duke fans? Duke fans! Where you at? Where you at, Duke fans? Come on! Or really, I guess what I could say, where the Manny Diaz fans at? Because there are a large portion of Canes fans, that have a lot of respect and love for former head coach Manny Diaz, this fella right here on the left-hand side of your screen. We don't have a large portion or a large Duke, a large portion of Duke viewers here on this channel. I'm getting super tongue-tied here. We don't have a lot of Duke fans. I'll be honest. I know Duke has a pretty strong showing of fans. The majority of them only keep up with basketball, not football. And that's... Hey! That's not a joke. That's not even a joke. It's not. Most of them care more about basketball than football. That's okay. That's their sport. It's what they're best at. I completely understand it. But it's just kind of tough because there aren't a ton of Duke fans to go back and forth with on this channel. I probably messaged seven Duke content creators or super fans. I scoured the internet this week. I started looking on Saturday night. I looked Sunday. Heck, I looked Monday and Tuesday. And all but one of them instantly messaged me back and said, Coop, I would love to come on the show. We are talking college basketball, correct? And I said, no, sir. There is a big football game happening this Saturday. The head coach of your football team, Manny Diaz, is coming back to town. The Manny versus Mario showdown. Duke versus Miami. Let's talk. And 7 out of the 8, true story, said, I'll pass. No, thank you. So shout out to Jordan, a.k.a. J-Man, who was willing to make an appearance on my Inside Insight show this week because I could not seem to find another Duke fan that wanted to chop it up about this football game, and that was very disappointing. But I'm also not seeing as much hype from Miami fans for this game as I anticipated. Can I be honest and tell me if you agree or disagree? And then we're going to kind of settle in and kick this thing off. I am actually more hype for this game than I was for the Florida State game. Now, there are multiple factors at play here, right? Like the fact that Florida State only won one football game. Duke is at least 6-2. Manny coming back to Hard Rock. Obviously, Manny has no love for Mario. Mario, no love for Manny. I realize that they're going to coach speak in the interviews. They're going to say, hey, no issues here, like just coming in, focusing on the game. They both want to win badly. Mario wants to embarrass Manny Diaz. Manny wants to upset the Miami Hurricanes and say, you messed up. Did he let it go? I'm sure he's a head coach again. It's been years. He went back to being a defensive coordinator and then got picked up another head coaching gig. So I get it. There's no ill will from me. All I'm saying is I am more hyped for this game this Saturday than I was for the Florida State game. And it feels weird to say that. I know. It's a really weird situation, but yes or no from you. It's okay if you were more hyped for the Florida State game. In-state rivalry, Mike Norvell, let's embarrass him. I'm way more hyped for this game. Yes or no? What, do you guys agree? Let's give some shout outs to everybody who's here bright and early for the stream. I saw some big names in here. Randy popped in. He beat out Buddy, Stephanie, and Tropical. Good stuff, Randy, the overtime wizard. I would like 4 of those mozzarella sticks, by the way, Randy. I'm sure yours are already done. You said you popped them in the air fryer. That bad boy's still got to be hot. Just toss me 4 of them in there real quick. I like them nice and crispy. Thank you, Randy. Stephanie, my UM wife in the building.
On the side of your helmet.
Good to see you, Stephanie.
Give me Miami. This will be a repeat of FSU. You have to run on Duke.
Yeah.
Miami 34-20.
Don't you worry, Zach Jones. We are going to talk about it tonight. That piss-poor run defense at Duke, which seems to be a theme that follows Manny Diaz around, whether he's a defensive coordinator, head coach, wherever he's at. They cannot stop the run, giving up 160 yards per game, which I think is worst in the ACC, if I'm not mistaken. We will talk about it. Zach Jones, thank you, my man. Thank you for the love. I will sit you atop your throne in just a moment. 34-20, 14-point victory. And I'll take it. I'll take it. Glenn G, re-upping that Canes fan membership. Yo! What's up, Glenn? Hope you've had a good week this week. Thank you for the love. Buddy coming in right behind him. Herb Street broke FSU. Man, I see you comment this Mario haters on every channel, every live stream. You are there. All of them. And hats off to you, my man, putting in that work. I love it. Stephen Kong, Jay Wood, y'all ready for the Cuban Bowl? Chopagal, good to see you. Catch Don't Fish, Damien, Space Mountain Juice, my man Juice, Salty Crip, Alex Dion, Grandpa Jim, checking in. Let's freaking go. I know you're hyped for the game tomorrow, Grandpa Jim. Fresh, MS79, everybody. Chris Brown, Kyle. If I'm missing anybody, blanket thank yous to everybody who's here tonight. We're kind of winging it. Just as a heads up, we are kind of winging it a little bit. I wanted to be very well prepared, like I try to be on Friday nights with the call-in show. I usually have like a little script. I have a flow that we try to follow. My kidney stone, which is still inside me. Yes, 2 months later, still inside me. Don't worry. I'm staying in touch with my doctor and urologist. They have a plan. It's still inside me, and it had other plans for my day today. So by other plans, I mean it ruined most of my plans and my day. So I was in a lot of pain earlier. I took some medicine to try to help ease it off, and it's starting to help. But it's too late because it already messed with the flow of everything and me being super prepared for this stream. So I am not very prepared tonight, but that's okay because we're familiar with Manny. We know a bit about Duke, so we have plenty that we can talk about tonight. And you guys always make the call-in portion of the show a lot of fun. This is your show. This is your moment to voice your opinion on this platform. So we still have that to look forward to as well. What's up, Nick? Good to see you. Good to see you. Who you guys got tomorrow? North Carolina, right? Surely Mike Norvell takes down Mac Brown, right? Tell me he does, Nick. Tell me he does. Let's do the 12 lateral again. Not if it means it takes that to win the game. Miami better be in control tomorrow. That's fair, man. I don't, fellow Tennessee Miami fan, I don't hate Manny either. Like, legit, like, do y'all, let me ask you again here. Do y'all think that I hate this guy? Be honest. Do you guys think that I hate this man?
To wear the U on the side of your helmet.
NVM. Duke only put 14 on GT, 23 on FSU, 26 on NW,
Y'all think I hate
26
this
on
guy?
UON, 21 on UNC. Offense is atrocious. Murphy will have to break out to score 20 plus. 34-17.
I don't hate that guy, you know. It's you know, really it's a pretty complex relationship, you know, that I have with that guy. It is what it is. I wish him well. Unless they're playing Miami, it's fine. It's fine. I do think that he cared about Miami. I think that it would have been better if he would have taken the Temple job, then came back. But if you do hate Manny, I want to remind you of something. Hold on.
Didn't you bury Manny?
Oh, I did. But I dug him up. I sure did. You guys saw the video. I buried him. John O'Mara with the big 5. Zach Jones with another 5. I'll dive into both of them. Thank y'all. I'll set you up there as well, John. Thank you. Yeah, strong dislike. That's probably, hate is such a strong word. You have to remember that, let's say you do hate Manny Diaz. Without Manny Diaz, if you love Mario, Mario is possibly not here right now. Think about that. It all just kind of worked out, you know? Mario Cristobal had that, happen with his mother, unfortunately, and he came down to Florida to visit. He may or may not have spoken to a few people. Some words were exchanged, some offers were made, and here we are. So everything kind of lined up, and it's 2024, and Miami is 8-0. So it is what it is. I think that Manny, I think the dude liked Miami. He loved Miami, as a matter of fact, and it just didn't work out.
We got some Canes over here. We're here to win.
This is what it takes.
So I have no hate. It's no hate.
You on the side of your helmet.
You guys are crazy. I would take Manny as a DC in 5 minutes.
This is what it takes.
Now, you would take him over Guidry, right? I'm just making sure we're on the same
Manny
page.
was fired for a reason.
Roach Killer 420 with the 2, Chris with the 5, Tropigal with the 305. You mean you would take him over Guidry, or you mean if something happened to Guidry or he got fired or accepted another job, you would take him? I'm kind of curious. I'm putting you on the spot, Chris. The only reason why I'm pushing that so much, I don't care if people, are upset if they think that I like him or don't like him. It's because in my preview video, there were a ton of comments telling me to lay off of Manny.
This is what it takes.
And stop giving him such a hard time. I don't hate him.
Jeff Collins went 3-9 at GT. 3 seasons in a row. I don't hate him though. Without him, he wouldn't be GT's head coach right now.
Boom. There it is. That's exactly what I'm saying, Zach Jones. It lined it up. Right? It all worked out. Yes, he does. And we're going to talk about that tonight, the OG. We are going to talk about that tonight because it is still a weakness for Duke. And we'll talk about it. Chris Gaffney says, I would take him over probably anyone as DC if I knew he would stay. Fair. I totally get it. Thank y'all. Thank you for the support. I'll set you guys up top there. FSU beats UNC 17-14. What'd Nick say? No guarantees with this team. Fair. And Zach Jones, Duke only put 14 on Georgia Tech, 23 on Florida State. Murphy will have to break out to score 20 plus. I've got him under.
I would've taken him over almost anyone. Loved his style defense. Could you imagine having all those turnovers with our offense?
Oh boy. Chris, you got me a little excited. I need a moment. Woo, man. Can you imagine? He's right. I'm happy with Guidry. I'm just saying that 6 turnovers. Imagine what this offense could do with 6 turnovers. That's probably turning into points, right? Something that this Duke offense cannot seem to do. You all forgot about the turnover chain already. The worst thing for the Canes ever. That is not true. Not true. It was hype for a while.
This is what it takes.
I was over it by the end, but early on it was hype.
This is not over. We're getting started. Get hyped.
I think in the beginning it was a really cool thing. It caught on. People still wear turnover chains. But if you don't like it, that was okay. That's okay. We're allowed to have different opinions. Roach Killer 420, thank you for another 2. So let's get into it. The number 5 ranked Miami Hurricanes, that's right. Haven't got to say that in a hot minute. Number 5 ranked team in the country. 8-0, 4-0 in the ACC. Taking on Duke, 6-2. 2-2 in the ACC. Unfortunately for Duke, their 2 losses are conference losses. They lost to Georgia Tech, and they lost to SMU last week in overtime. But they did go toe-to-toe with SMU, the Rhett Lashley offense, and they held them to just 28 points, including overtime. But you do have to keep in mind that Duke forced 6 turnovers in that game. So that absolutely played a part. It killed so many SMU drives, but Duke was not able to make the most of those turnovers and have it equal points. They ended up having a game-winning field goal blocked at the end. They go for 2 in overtime. They don't get it. They lose the game. So they're this close. They were this close
on the side of your helmet.
to being 7-1.
We're turning the chain on Manny's behind tomorrow.
I see. Hey, we're putting our foot on his throat tomorrow. Right, Roach Killer? No love tomorrow. None. That's right. This game is at noon, so it is an early game. You're going to want to get tucked in nice and early tonight. ABC Hard Rock Stadium. I will have links for this game if you need it for whatever reason that may be. Let's also jump over and take a look at the weather report for tomorrow, which is a little questionable. I would say possibly slightly worrisome, but we've seen that Miami is fully capable of leaning on the run game if need be, so not super concerned about it. But this is a noon kickoff, and it is calling for about almost a 50% chance of showers. And that will carry over until about halftime, where that then starts to taper off here.
Hot take. Manny is not why Duke's defense is so good. Duke had the #1 defense in the ACC last year. PPG allowed, under Elko and Santucci, and they were elite at forcing TOs. We'll see how he is when he doesn't have Elko, guys.
Zach Jones!
This is what it takes.
Appreciate you, Zach.
To weather you on the side of your helmet.
7 o'clock on Cafecito and beer. See you at the Rock.
Yeah, you gonna be... At what point are you drunk, Roach Killer? 9 a.m.? 10 a.m.? I don't know how y'all are pounding beers at 9 o'clock in the freaking morning. I just don't understand. That's just crazy. That's crazy. Cafecito and beer. Woo! Woo! So you thinking, Zach Jones, this is more of a Manny being able to make the most out of an Elko team? And Santucci? Kind of getting maybe gifted a little bit? And you're kind of waiting to see if he can actually maintain this level with the defense? Appreciate the big 20s, Zach Jones. You know I'm looking forward to next week, bro.
All day, even during work.
But the Canes, hey, the Canes got to take care of business in this one first so we can roll into Atlanta undefeated, right? I'll get you up there for the 20, my man. Thank you. Roach Killer for the #2. So it might be some rain. Nothing too crazy. Hey, it's South Florida. You guys know how it is. But just keep that in the back of your mind.
Tomorrow.
Keep that in the back of your mind. There is a chance for rain tomorrow. Glenn with the 2? Hold on. You know, that would be great. That would actually be great if Louisville could beat Clemson. Right? And Clemson plays... They play SMU? No, they play Pitt. That's what it is. They play Pitt. Man, it's ACC is going to get interesting.
This is what it takes.
It's going to get interesting on the tail end here.
To weather you on the side of your helmet.
Love my Canes, but I don't know how any of you are not a lotto nervous, playing a team that just has 6 turnovers, when Cam was sacked. Hurried how many times last week?
Don't you worry, Chris. Hey, I was able to take a few little notes. We are going to talk about it. Because Duke absolutely has an opportunity to create some issues for the Miami Hurricanes. 100%. And I'll speak openly and honestly about it. I did in my preview, but we'll obviously dive in a little bit here as well. The biggest thing I can go ahead and mention, though, that is tough for Duke is on the offensive side of the ball. So there's no way anyone can deny that they create a lot of chaos on defense. They have so many turnovers this season. And they're just really disruptive. They like to blitz a lot. And again, we saw with Florida State, they were able to sack Cam Ward, I believe, 4 times last week. They created some issues. But we know that, again, that it's kind of a pick your poison with Miami. So Miami has answers either way offensively. The problem for Duke here is they have a statue at quarterback, Malik Murphy, who, don't get me wrong, has a big arm.
To wear the U on the side of your helmet.
We'll talk about it. Hold on.
Co-op, that's how we do it. Also, how was your Halloween last night?
Daytime Cheese, thank you for the one. I turned off my porch light, locked the door, and stayed inside and ate all the candy myself.
This is what it takes.
We'll talk about it. Hold on.
To wear the U
Hold on.
on the side of your helmet.
The whole time Manny was at Miami, he never had a top defense in the ACC. Closest he got was number 5 in 2020, allowing 27 PPG. I 100% think it's cause he has multiple Elko Santucci guys.
Okay.
This is what it
Zach
takes.
Jones dropping some numbers,
To wear the U
doing some research. Okay.
Explain with what arsenal can they beat us?
Oh, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it, Roach Killer. This is the energy I was looking for all week. Man, I've been dying looking for this. Do you know that my preview video was the lowest viewed preview video of the season? And it had the least amount of comments so far this season? I was shocked. And part of it's me. I have to do better. I have to be better. But I could not believe there was such low engagement. I was blown away. I just didn't know. So the energy in the stream is great. Is great. I love that we're ready and willing to chop it up about this game. Team captains tomorrow. Linebacker Wesley Besant. Obviously, we saw the news that he is okay after going down with that injury against Florida State. He's ready to rock, no problems. Ruben Hurricane Bain, Cam Ward, Mawanoa, Cam McCormick, and Zach Carpenter. What I'm really excited about tomorrow, we're rocking the pickle. Hey, yo! Hey, and see, I'm matching as well. Right? Huh? We are rocking the pickle tomorrow. The green tops, green bottoms. You guys like this combo, right? The all green. Hey, thank you, Kane's Life, too. I had a special furry guest on my Final Thoughts video. He did a great job. I really think he did a great job. The pickle. You watch all of my videos? Thank you, Patty. I actually thought my Duke video was the most entertaining, exciting one so far this season. If you missed the Miami versus Duke preview video, not just trying to farm views, but I did an intro where basically I'm being haunted by Manny Diaz. So definitely check it out. Definitely check it out. I think that it turned out really great. I was very happy with it. So rocking the pickle tomorrow. And I actually wanted to show you guys something. This is very off topic. It's not off topic. But I thought this was actually pretty cool to see because we're talking about how the world is talking Miami Hurricanes football. Everyone, Cam Ward's touchdown celebration went viral. You see teams at all levels mimicking that. You see NFL, Pee Wee, college, high school, all that stuff. I live in East Tennessee, almost on the border of North Carolina, just to explain how far away I am from South Florida. So we're talking 14 hours.
This is what it takes.
14 hours.
To wear the U on the side of your helmet.
Just saw that Tech beat Duke. I am no longer worried.
Oh, shoot. Oh, man. Chris, thank you with the 5. Possibly the comment of the night. I'm sorry, but that's freaking hilarious. You guys are hearing those, right? We had tech issues last week. You guys are hearing it read those out? I hope so. Let me know, even if just one or two people could let me know. It appears to be working.
This is what it take.
Ooh, the Hulk. I like
You
that, Randy.
On the side of your helmet.
Imagine our defense gets it together tomorrow,
They
face
better.
with open eyes and hand over mouth folded hands.
They better, Glenn G. This is a huge opportunity, man. This is a huge opportunity. You hear it? Okay. You thought I lived in Miami? I don't. I actually live in Tennessee, and through the power of the internet, and I'm blessed with some connections in the South Florida area, we've made this happen. You only hear the announcements one time. Yeah. What was really cool is I played high school football at a school called William Blount. We were the William Blount Governors. They were playing their football game last week. I forget the opponent. I'll pull it up here.
Is that breeding?
Let me see. Against, looks like Saudi Daisy. Looks like Saudi Daisy here. Now, again, keeping in mind, this is the high school that I played football at. Here in East Tennessee, 14 hours from South Florida. Oh, yeah, Grandpa Jim's in Mexico. Let's go. I forgot you. Oh, yo. In Mexico right now. That's crazy. Now, I want you to listen to what they say during their game. Check this out. This is so freaking crazy. I'm watching the live stream. They live stream the high school football games where I played football at in high school here. Check this out.
Is that breeding trying to make a crazy good catch? Trying to look like Cam Ward like last Saturday in Louisville?
Regardless,
Well,
it looked like Cam Ward against Virginia Tech to me.
Yo, I live in Tennessee, bro, and this is a local high school football game. Let me play it one more time. I don't think y'all heard it. Let me turn it up. I don't think y'all heard it.
This is what it
Hold
takes
on.
to wear the
Let me let it read these
on the
out.
side of your helmet.
I'll play it again.
Call yourself a fan with 8-0. Pouting, when was the last time you went 8-0 with the Canes? If you doubt now, you doubted with those fans during the 83
Ooh.
season.
Boy,
This
Roach
is what
Killer
it
better
takes
call in tonight.
to wear
I'm
you
feeling
on
big
the side of your
energy from
helmet.
him. I'm feeling big energy from Roach Killer 420. Thank you for the 5. Kathleen with the big 10. See, even when we don't see eye to eye on thoughts with the turnover chain. I thought it was cool early on. Kathleen didn't. Now, Kathleen, to be fair, you did say you didn't like when they were rocking it when we were losing. 100% agree with you. I thought it felt silly when we would be down 20, 30. We're breaking out the turnover chain, dancing and stuff on the sidelines. It felt goofy, right? It felt so unserious. And that's why I was thankful that Mario Cristobal got rid of it. It's not like it determines the game if you have a gimmick or not. But I was happy to see him get rid of it because I wanted to shift the focus. So I was very happy about that. Roach Killer, thank you for the 5. Kathleen with the 10. How much playing time you got, though? You can look me up on, what's that called? Max Preps. I didn't get to play a ton. I got to play a little. I played receiver. But the point of this is not about me. I'm just saying this is the high school that I played for that's in Tennessee. Let me play it again. Listen to what they say.
Is that breeding trying to make a crazy good catch? Trying to look like Cam Ward like last Saturday in Louisville?
Regardless,
Well,
it looked like
I
Cam
guess-
Ward against Virginia Tech to me.
Even here in Tennessee, bro, they're keeping up with Cam Ward because they specifically mentioned Cam Ward and his performance against Louisville, and they mentioned Cam Ward and his performance earlier on in the season, or early-ish, right, several weeks in, but weeks back prior against Virginia Tech. Those guys probably aren't Miami fans. What are the chances that either of them watch every Miami game living in Tennessee? There's like 5 of us here on the eastern side of Tennessee, right? So that was just cool to be watching it, right, Randy? And I'm watching my high school, play a football game. And I'm like, did they just say Cam Ward? What? And then they said it again, and I was like, oh, that's cool. That's cool. Kathleen, thank you very much for that. Roach Killer. Zach Jones, I'll put you up there with the 20. Chris, though, with the shots fired at Zach. Shots fired at Zach for sure. But he can take it. He can take it. Absolutely. So let's dive into discussing the game a little bit more here in depth, because you guys are bringing up some great points. So what does Miami need to do specifically? How do we feel like they can take advantage of this Duke football team?
On the side of your helmet.
When Mario beats Manny, have him stand over grave green heart orange heart.
This is
We'll
what it
have
takes.
something. Don't you worry. We'll have
On the
something.
side of your helmet.
I am back. What shots did Chris send?
Zach Jones, I will pin it up. I will pin it up. He got a lot of likes on it, too. He got a lot of likes on it. There it is. Thank you for the 2. MS79, thank you for the 2 as well. First off, we know that Malik Murphy, we talk about it, is a pocket passer. This dude is not a dual threat. When you factor in the sacks this season, he has negative 55 rushing yards. You heard me correctly. Negative 55. Now, against the Miami Hurricanes, this dude might come out and run for, 60, 70 plus yards. I don't know. But so far this season, Malik Murphy is a pocket passer. He has a big arm. He's a guy that's going to sit back there. I mean, their offensive line grades out as the third best pass blocking O-line in the ACC. So that's not bad. And you need numbers like that when you have a quarterback like that needs to sit back and scan the field, right? He needs time. So what do we need tomorrow? Chris broke it. There it goes. There it goes, Chris. Chris, after your shenanigans last week, YouTube sent me a notification. I'm dead serious. YouTube sent me a notification, and they said this is the most Canes fan members you've ever had in the history of your channel. And it was like a little fireworks emoji. And it said the most members the channel has ever seen. Just look at that. Just look at them. Now, I think that's all Miami fans. Is it going to unbreak? There it is. I think that's all Miami fans, which is also fantastic, because that's more yous in the chat. That's more Canes fan members. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, my man. Thank you, Chris. We love you. We love you. Make sure that you thank Chris if you got gifted one of those. You the man, Chris. Are finger guns still cool? Okay, let's just pretend I didn't do that. Good thing we can edit that out. So what we really need to see tomorrow is we need to see the D-line getting after it for Miami. They need to pressure Malik Murphy. He cannot sit back there and have all day to scan the field. We need the D-line to step up and get the job done, because this dude is not mobile. He's not. So this is an opportunity here to where, you don't really have to spy him. You can send guys and rack up some sacks. This should be a big day for this defensive line, because if not, it could be a tough afternoon for the DBs. We know that, Miami is prone to giving up explosive plays, and Malik Murphy is going to be the type of quarterback that's not afraid to send it. Trust me. So he cannot be given time. D-line has got to be in his face all afternoon. Help out the DBs a little bit. So first off, they need that to happen. Also, Duke's defense, we already discussed it, giving up 160 rushing yards per game. I think maybe the highest in the ACC. It's like top 3 worst in the country, possibly, in yards given up per game on the ground. What did we see last week against Florida State? Florida State, with this Miami team, pick your poison. They said, hey, we're going to slow down Cam Ward in this passing attack. Miami said, okay, sure, go ahead and do that. But we can run the ball as well. Miami has a great stable of backs. They pound the rock. They rush for 230. So this is going to be an interesting scenario to see, what does Manny Diaz do? Where does he shift his focus to slowing down the run game? Does he commit to that? Does he stack the box? Does he focus on trying to slow down Cam Ward in this passing attack? I don't think he has the ability to do both. I don't. So he's going to have to pick and choose here. And I think that puts Miami in a pretty good position, honestly. But I do want to add, don't let this make you think that Duke is not going to have some big plays defensively. They are going to sack Cam Ward. They're possibly going to force a fumble or get an interception. Trust me, with the style of defense that they have at Duke, it's probably going to happen. But Miami has to not be afraid to once again do what a lot of fans would consider a boring game, which is what I originally thought with the Florida State game until the second watch, and just flex on them and ground and pound if you have to. It's perfectly fine. They're giving up a ton of rushing yards, and I don't see why that would change against Miami all of a sudden. So that could be a big focus, but if he sells out and really tries to slow down the run game, unleash Cam Ward. Let him throw for 350 plus and 4 touchdowns, right? So I think that it really puts Manny in this Duke defense in a pretty tough spot, because I also think that they need, if they're going to force some turnovers, they have got to set themselves up with great field position, because if not, their offense is not going to put it in the end zone. You know what else they're not going to do? They're not going to kick a field goal. Well, they will. It's possible, but their field goal kicker is struggling this season. So you might see Duke go for it on, fourth down, kind of like how Florida State did. Limit or try to limit the amount of times Miami's offense is on the field, keep the ball out of Cam Ward's hands, and they also don't trust their kicker. So it's kind of tough for them, but also keep an eye on their receiver, Jordan Moore. He's probably their best deep threat, but he's had very limited snaps because he's been battling an injury. And Star Thomas, Miami obviously has to slow him down. Probably their best, most athletic guy on the field offensively, their running back.
After everything we've been through, we sit and doubt or troll. The F out here. Get that negative energy out of Co-op show. Throw it up.
Roach Killer,
foam hands.
I'm getting you in here, bro. I'm getting you in here tonight. I'm getting you in here. Thank you for the 5, Roach Killer. Kane Apocalypse says, do they really have the personnel to stick with our receivers and allow the run game to get going? Or is it smarter to trust those guys to make just enough plays and stuff the run game? It's a tough position for Manny.
5-4 and thinks we're terrible. It's okay. We'd be 7-2 or 6-3 without injuries. I want talk though. We can talk GT on the Inside Show Co-op.
I'll tell you what I'd love to do. I'd love to get Zach Jones and Chris Gaffney on screen together and have them sandwich me. Let's make a Coop sandwich. Zach Jones on one side, Chris Gaffney on the other, and let those guys go toe to toe, back and forth. I'll be here, right? I'll have a gavel, and I'll sit here. Order, 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 and we'll let them go at it. I think that could be entertaining. Thank you, Zach Jones, for the 5. But you're right, Kane Apocalypse. Again, it's a tough spot for Manny, and that they know that offensively it could be tough for them to put points on the board, because it has been for a lot of the season, and if it'll be such a good sign if early on we see Miami's D-line getting after it. It'll be a great sign. This could be an opportunity for 4+ sacks for Miami for the D-line. Send some linebackers in there. So it's a great matchup for the Canes, but I want to finish up with saying this. We all know any given Saturday this season, and Miami is the number 5 ranked team in the country.
This is what it takes.
Miami is 8-0.
On the side of your helmet.
So everybody
Miami
minus
needs to come into the game angry and just punish Murphy. Then run the ball down their throats. Miami needs to make a statement.
You're right. You're right, Randy. Thank you for the big time. the big five, excuse me, from the OT Wizard. I'm a bit medicated, okay? Just keep that in mind. I'm trying over here, all right? It was hard for me to stand before this a couple hours ago. And I said, okay, hold on, get it together, Coop. We got to bring the college football family together. And we're making it happen. So thank you. Thank you, Randy. I agree. Thank you, Edwin. Promote it. But just remember that Miami does have a target on their backs, and it's not just because it's us versus the world. Right? It's not just because it's Miami and it's cool to hate on Miami. If you're not a Miami fan, you're probably hoping to see the Canes go down just because it's the number 5 ranked team in the country that's undefeated. Just like when I would see Alabama lose in the past, they wouldn't even be on the schedule. When we knew Miami wasn't up to par, I was like, it's not like we're going to see them in the championship or anything. And I still loved seeing them lose.
You on the side of your helmet.
I'll be at the game for my B-Day co-op. Should I bring the Dime Life turnover chain? It low-key gives me bad juju, but if not now, when?
Anthony Delano with the 5. See, I'm not superstitious, so I don't believe in that mumbo jumbo. I think it would be kind of funny, but it's your call, Anthony. It's your call. All right. Thank you for the 5. I don't know.
Yes. Kick them down until it hurts.
Yep. Kick them in the teeth. Let's go, man. Roach Killer. How sick would it be for Miami to run away with this one? I'm trying to manifest it, right? Thank you, Roach Killer, for the 2. Anthony with the 5. I'm so hyped for this game. I'm so hyped. But just remember, again, I root to see other teams downfall when they're undefeated and everybody's talking about them. It's always like, I'm telling you, the sports news sites, they already have an article ready to go with the headline. Down goes Miami. It finally, Canes go down to former HC Manny Diaz. Manny Diaz with revenge on Mario Cristobal, the man that took his job. They're ready. They are ready. And the Canes are undefeated, and everybody wants to be the team that spoils it all for Miami. They want Canes fans to look back and say, screw you, you're the team that put Miami in this position where they're not in the driver's seat, as much as we can be with the SMU, Clemson, all that crazy stuff, right?
This is what it takes.
John, I've been waiting for it.
Wear the U on the side of your helmet.
Oh,
we
man.
oughta pull the chain out of retirement when we get Duke turnovers, lol.
Oh, gosh. It's funny because Mario would never do that.
To wear the U on the side of your helmet.
Remember all those years when we were down.
But I have to say, John, that it won't happen, and I should not be this petty. If Miami was up like 40-3 and they got an interception and they whipped out some kind of chain, oh my gosh. You want to talk about Hard Rock blowing up, good grief. It won't happen, but it's interesting to think about, right? Very, very interesting. John, thank you for the 5. Roach Killer with the 2. And that's why I'm trying to tell people, let me say one more thing. You know, I need to address some drama, and I don't get into this very often. Should I be careful with my wording or no? And then we're going to get into phone calls. I'm going to give my score prediction one more time, which is already on the screen. But I need to say something, because there have been some people that are taking shots at me. And I'm only aware of it because I've had people send me clips of it, and they said, Coop, are you going to respond to this? Are you going to say something about it? And I always say, we got bigger fish to fry, man. We're focused on pumping out content and having fun this season. But I want to say something.
Laugh back at them now. Enjoy this moment.
And this is Roach Killer who got this going for me and thinking about this tonight. Roach Killer, thank you for another 2. Mike Ebersol, Welcome to the Canes fan, bro. Always love that profile pic. The old school. I love it, Mike. Love it, love it, love it. What's up, Alan? There are some other... How do I word this? There are some other channels out there that prefer to focus on the negative side of things when it comes to the Miami Hurricanes. And I want you to know that there is nothing wrong with that. I can't stand the fan police. Fan the way that you want to fan. But there is a portion of the fan base that is so locked in and focused on the future and talking about how things will fall apart in 2025 and what's the game plan when Cam Ward's not here and Miami's only good because of Cam. What's the future going to look like? Hear me out for a second.
What it do, Co-op?
What's up, King Mogan? It's okay to be like critical, like constructive criticism and think about the future. But it's also okay to let people be fans for right now. Like, what's wrong with that? Why not live in the moment a little bit? This team's not perfect. Yeah, they have issues. But, bro, they're 8-0. What were we worried about? Coming off the bye week, they were able to do it. Worried about getting bombed again. They were able to beat them. Weekday game. What are we going to do? They took care of it. It's not been pretty the whole time. It's not been perfect. But enjoy the moment at least a little bit. I don't understand, like if you're on the staff, of course you have to juggle both. It's your job. So you got to be thinking, okay, well, hey, let's keep an eye on this guy. They have a whole team of analysts and people that study this and keep up with this. But to make your sole focus on the future and talking about how this team is screwed in 2025 or beyond, live in the moment at least a little bit. We ain't been 8-0 since 2017. And it really opened my mind, not to get personal with you guys, but, you know, I've lost my daughter, my dad, my younger brother at 29. I'm not guaranteed tomorrow. So why, as a fan, am I staying in this pissed off mindset because I'm worried about what this team is going to look like without Cam Ward while we still have him right now in 2024? So, like, enjoy the moment a little bit. Enjoy the ride a bit. We're fans. And what I want to say is, I'm being called out. There are some other channels that are saying used to Coop was super objective. And now he's all in on Miami winning a bunch and he's a sunshine pumper now. And he's been cut a check from the University of Miami to be positive and not talk negative about this football team. Word for word, there are some other channels that have said that. Well, I got a question for them. Where's that money at? Because I have not seen it. I've not seen a check from the University of Miami. It must have went to the wrong address because I haven't got it. There's a reason why I haven't joined any type of network and I do my own thing here, and it's because I'm not going to let anyone or any type of company tell me what I can and cannot say. It's the Coach Coop channel. It's not the Miami Hurricanes official YouTube channel. I can say whatever I want. And for someone to say that I'm being paid by the University of Miami, they're not kidding, to only say good things about the program, what are you smoking? Because I am literally known for getting in a garbage can and saying that this team is in such a bad spot in the past. So I do not want to hear anything about that.
To wear the U on the side of your helmet.
That's BS, Co-op. You have called out the team
Yes.
when you think they aren't
Literally,
100%.
Literally, even in the reaction videos, John, what do? We say, here's the good things the team did, here's the bad things the team did. And I actually had people DM me about it, and they said, Coop, is it true that the university is paying you to only be
This
positive.
is what it take.
And I said, what are you talking about? And they're sending me
I'm
clips
sorry
of
your
people
helmet.
saying it.
Here's your money, Co-op. Stick to the script.
This is what it take to wear the U on the side of your helmet.
I got the check, Co-op. I can send it back to sender if you want.
Oh, okay. Yeah. How much was it for, Zach Jones? How much was it? How much was on it? Let me know, because I have no idea. Joe Davis. Look, man. Look. People are now going to spin it around, and they're going to say, well, Coop, you are playing fan police because you're telling those people that want to mostly be negative to not be negative. No, it's fine. But I'm telling you, do not put words in my mouth and let me fan the way that I want to fan, which is being critical and providing constructive criticism as a fan, and also enjoying the
100K
positives
in
and having
Adidas
fun.
Cam Ward sponsorship bundle.
Oh, sign me up. Sign me up. I'll take it. Sold. Sold. I'm selling out. I'm selling out, y'all. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Joel Davis, I'll sit you atop your throne. Look, maybe it's because I'm getting older. Maybe it's because I've been through some pretty shitty stuff. It doesn't mean that I'm not negative at times. And it doesn't mean that I'm not holding this team accountable and having high expectations. And if they don't meet it, I put up some kind of rant video. That's going to happen. But can I not have a little fun in the moment in 2024? Plenty of teams scrape by at times. The national championship winning teams have had 1-point victories in their regular season. It's happened. I want to have fun in 2024 because, heck, we might not even be here in 2025. Let me have some fun without trying to jump on live streams and make videos and criticize me and say that I'm just saying whatever makes the University of Miami happy. Because that's bull. I'm the same person I've always been on here.
To wear the U on the side of your
So
helmet.
stop it.
You guys step into this realm. Deal with it.
And I'll jump on any show and I'll debate and I'll go back and forth. I don't care. You know how to get a hold of me. All right, we better get back on the script. We better get back on it. Undefeated national champ. I'm just kidding. Okay. How y'all doing tonight? What's up, bro? So here's what I got. Here's what I've got. Let me say one more thing.
This is what it take to wear the U on the side of your helmet.
Co-op, tell the university I am willing to be that.
I'll let them know. I'll call Mario Cristobal after the stream immediately, John. I got you. Did they see your record prediction? I guess not. That's what I'm saying. It's whatever fits their narrative. They were taking clips out of stuff that I said, and they said, Coop only looks at the positives. Man, that check must be nice. We're super objective. I'm just happy that we have a vocal quarterback. Did you hear him? Did you guys hear the halftime against Florida State? Listen, you're going to have to shield the children's ears for a moment, all right? Did you guys hear Cam Ward in the locker room against Florida State? Did you hear him?
On the side of your helmet.
Max has obviously been employed by other fans to be the bad guy.
I'm gonna do my best. I'm sorry, but listen, I'm not sorry. I'm gonna do my best Tyler Van Dyke impersonation if he were playing last week against Florida State at halftime. Are you ready for it? Are you ready? Here we go. This is Tyler Van Dyke. I know we've moved on, but stick with me for just a second, and this will all make sense. Tyler Van Dyke in the locker room against Florida State last week. Now, Cam Ward in the locker room last week. The team's in there. Everybody's kind of, they're watching their iPads and they're doing all this stuff. And Cam Ward, hey, look, remember, it was 17-7. It was 17-7 at halftime.
Unrealistic. No INTs were thrown.
And Cam came in there and Cam said, bro, we're supposed to be whooping their ass. What are we doing? He said, we run this shit. And that's what I've been begging for at the quarterback position for a long time. And I'm going to enjoy every second of it.
Cam Ward said, if I can't break the FSU secondary, then I'll just break an iPad.
He literally said, we supposed to be whooping they ass right now, and we ain't doing it. He's breaking tablets. I don't know if they take that out of his NIL deal or how that works, or if the university covers it. I don't think he's worried about it. He's got that Adidas NIL deal now. And he's, promoting the Bose headsets, He's good. He's fine. So sacrifice a tablet. That was Chris Gaffney. But it's why I got so much heat when I said this team will not win a national championship with Tyler Van Dyke. Not because he's not capable if he could just get out of his head, but because this team needed a vocal leader at the quarterback position. There are non-vocal quarterbacks, guys that aren't raw dudes that can get it done. But I'm happy to have both. I'm happy to have a baller, a guy that can improvise, a guy that can extend plays, a guy that is a vocal leader. This team wants to play for him. Every time they try to bring up, the university is doing a whole Heisman campaign for Cam Ward. Have y'all seen it? He's the exception, right? Number one. First thing when they interview him and ask him about it, he says, I'm just worried about taking this team to a national championship right now. Thank you for, promoting my Heisman campaign and doing all that, but that's not what I'm focused on right now. And I know some of that is player talk. It's, of course he's going to say that. But, man, it's just nice. It's just nice. So if you're going to badmouth me because I'm trying to make the most out of enjoying being a fan right now while also remaining objective, you're just choosing to not listen to that part, screw you. Fan the way you want to fan and let me do the same and let everybody else do the same. But just don't lie on me. That's what I'm saying. I'm not upset because you're being critical. I'm being upset because you're lying on my name.
To wear the U on the side of your helmet.
Cam is a once-in-a-generation player. Enjoy this year.
Yep. Flight of the Kingfisher. Thank you for the 5.
To wear the U
I appreciate you.
on the side of your helmet.
I taped an asterisk on my jersey and everything lol.
No, you did not. No way. Bro, I need a picture. That's awesome, man. That genuinely made me laugh. I needed that. Anthony, thank you for the 2. Good grief, y'all are something else. Roach Killer re-upping that Canes Fab membership. Level 3. My man. Doing big things. Thank you for the love. And Joel, Cam Ward said if I can't break the FSU secondary, I'll just break an iPad. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. He can go full Ken Dorsey mode as OC for the Buffalo Bills and take the whole game plan, shove it off the desk, and just give that iPad a good 3 or 4. Make sure that you jumble everything up inside of it. It's fine. It's fine. Joel, thank you for the double 99, you madman. Who you got for the North Carolina game, Joel? Mike or Mac? We got Mario, Manny, Mike, Mac. It's going to be an exciting weekend. And don't think I'm just trying to straight hate on Tyler Van Dyke. I've just dreamed of having a vocal quarterback, a guy that talks a little trash on the field, and we allow it because he actually backs it up. What's up, Jackie? A leader, right, Daniel? A leader. Zach Jones with another 5. Max, yes, he picked Duke. Randy with the 14 months. You had a video where you said that Miami football program should be burnt to the ground and rebuild. I did. Sure did. Yeah. So anyways, let's get back to the game. I had to get that off my chest, man.
To wear the U on the side of your helmet.
Damn it, boys. Get loud. Remember our loss.
Hey, Joel, how's that fasting going? I should have had a nice, well-done, crispy steak on stream tonight. I bet Joel would have been, man, the drool would have just been
This is what it take.
dribbling down his chin.
On the side of your helmet.
Coach, you are a fan, not a referee. You have no obligation to be objective. Be yourself and consider the criticism to be free publicity.
True. Bahama, thank you for the 305. Thank you. Straight to the PayPal. Roach Killer, thank you. Score prediction, and we're going to open up the phone line. We're going to open the floodgates here. You have an opportunity to win $250 tonight. I don't care if you root for Miami, Florida State, Georgia, UTEP. That's right, the UTEP Miners. I don't care. You can call in tonight, predict the correct score for this game. If you get it right, you win $250. My score prediction for the game, 37-17. Do you think this is an outrageous prediction? Do you think it's a little crazy? I think this is safe. Miami is currently the favorite by 20.5. I might be too conservative. It might be. I'm right at it, at 20. It's been as high as 21.5, another point, but, not quite. I'm seeing just complete opposite ends of the spectrum with this. Like, I'm seeing people say 50-plus for Miami, 10 points for Duke.
My biggest complaint with King. He gets the job done, but he don't talk at all. Very
Yeah,
humble
I like a
lad.
guy that'll talk a little, right? I know that just talking doesn't win you football games, but you got to admit, as a Miami fan, a fan base that, a lot of you grew up with, the swag and, trash talking. It's refreshing to see a quarterback come out and jawing it up. Did you guys see Cam was going back and forth with Darrell Jackson. Now, Darrell Jackson had a great game against Miami. Joel, Nick, I'll give you guys credit. Former Miami Hurricane Darrell Jackson played really well against Miami, but they zoomed in on Cam Ward. For my lip readers out there, and we've been, hey, sorry for cussing. We've been cussing a lot in this stream. Hey, I don't care if you cuss. I try to not do it too much. I do it here and there. I know there's a lot of kids that watch these shows, but look, it is what it is. Coop's 35 years old. I cuss sometimes, all right? It is what it is. Darrell Jackson comes in and almost sacks Cam Ward, and he gets right up in his face, right? Face mask to face mask. And you know that it was personal for Darrell Jackson. Former Cane, goes to Florida State. There was a lot of weird things with family stuff, and Miami fans dogged him a lot. And he got in Cam Ward's face, and he started talking trash. And I read Cam Ward's lips. He shook his finger in his face, and Cam Ward said, "Nah, you a bitch." So, look, I'm fine with it. Look, if he wasn't backing it up on the field, then we would be upset, right? Just like when we're breaking out the turnover chain down 20, 30-plus points. Then it looks silly. But when Cam is out there saying, here's where we're going to run the ball, and Miami does, in fact, run the ball there, and they score a touchdown, let the man talk. I have zero issues with it. And I love it, which is why I'm saying embrace it. Have fun with it. Let's enjoy this wild ride. No, I know, and that is unfortunate. That's very unfortunate, Nick. So let's get. I love it, Kingfisher. I love it. Oh man. All right, let's get back on the script here. Let's get the phone lines opened up. It is on the right over here by Manny. Right over here by Manny. What's up, Rocky? 865-229-4131. Call me tonight. Don't be shy. You could win $250. Let's get it opened up. You got to be quicker than that. Let's get it opened up here. Let's get it. Let's get to work. Get to work. Don't forget it is a noon game, however. We got an early day tomorrow. Early day. Well.
I'm so hungry I could eat my iPhone, too.
A well-done steak would taste better than an iPhone, Joel. But you can't have either because you're fasting.
I'm telling you, I got made fun of so much in that restaurant. People call me a beta and a pushover and a wuss, and they called me every ugly name but a hurricane. It was a rough night, but I did it because I love you, Coop.
And because you had to pay up on a bet. But to be fair, Joel, guys, to be fair, I do want to add something here. I'm going to give Joel some props. I don't know if you guys realize that Joel did not have to do that part of the bet. Because the bet was that Miami had to win by 38 or more. And
Correct.
They didn't. But Joel said, you know what? I'm going to do it anyways. Because I love Coop. And Miami is my second favorite team. And I want to do my part. And if it will help Miami continue to win, I'll eat the well-done steak. I'll fast for 22 days. And he's doing his part for this team as well. So thank you, Joel. We really, really appreciate that.
Well, you teach me new things. I always liked a medium rare steak, and now I'm absolutely obsessed with it. You showed me how bad things could be. Just like you do in football. We have a bad year, and I go, hey, it could be worse. We could be Miami. See, you're always showing me just things could be worse, Coop. That's what you always teach me.
Yeah. And see, now it really makes you appreciate, right? Like Florida State fans were so upset about being snubbed last year. Now you'd probably give anything to be undefeated right now versus one win.
Yeah, but you know that was wrong last year. And y'all need to watch it because what's going to happen is when Clemson has a field day with you, you're going to want to make the same argument. They're going to try to bump you guys any way that they can. So you got to be careful what you say. It can come back to bite you.
Yeah, I really hope Miami is in the driver's seat with all this. I don't want it to be this weird, like, okay, well, ACC champion gets in, but Miami gets left out of the conference championship, but then still gets in the playoffs because of this certain scenario. Like, I do not want to have to do that video, Joel, where I'm doing like this complex breakdown of how Miami still gets in, even if this I just want Miami to be in the driver's seat. They're in. No questions, please.
Yeah, if they have to get creative to kick you guys out, they did to us, they'll do the same thing to you guys. But, I mean, the chance of that happens is very slim. I mean, what's the chances that Cam Ward comes out and flops in front of the hometown crowd like you did with Florida State? I mean, the chance of that happening 2 times in a row, highly unlikely. There's no way that got in his head. Impossible.
Now, you are the one that pushed me to try to say, Coop, Miami, you guaranteed 10-plus wins for the Canes. And it looks like they're doing it.
Right. Yeah, so you got to learn to glean from my infinite college football wisdom.
Now, before I ask you about the Miami game, because I would like to get a score prediction from you, who do you have for real talk for Florida State and North Carolina tomorrow? Because that game, where's that played at? Is that at Doak?
Yeah, it's a dope.
That is at Doak. Okay, 3:30,
So,
4-4 Mac Brown, 1-7 Florida State. Who you got, Joel?
I have no idea. I'm scratching my head on that one. Normally we're scoring 14 on the road, but we really step it up for home games and get it to 16. So it's going to have to be like the Cal game. The defense is going to have to put on a show. That's what it's going to have to be. So Florida State can win. I've seen the other North Carolina games, and I'm not very impressed. But I can't tell which North Carolina game we're going to, which team we're going to play. I've seen one where I'm like, yeah, we're going to win that game. And then you watch another one and go, I don't know. And then sometimes I think Matt Brown is cursed because I don't think he's ever beaten us. Of course, we said that about Duke too. So I guess this is the year of records being broken.
Yeah. Fair. I'm honestly upset because I wish we had a shot at North Carolina this season. Like, I would love to beat Mac. I don't think he has a lot of years left in him, especially after all the stress he's went through this season. I don't think he makes it much longer. Not talking about his life. I'm talking about his coaching career. But
yeah, so that's pretty harsh there, Coop.
yeah, no. His coaching career. He might end up in a nursing home sometime soon, but I hope he lives a long, healthy, rest of his life. But I'd like to beat his booty on the football field.
I used to say the same thing about your coach. I'm like, it's just a game. Who cares that he has man boobs? Who cares that he can't, count and do clock management? He's a human being. He deserves to be treated with dignity. And after a trick play and 2-point conversion with about 3 minutes left, I think I've changed my mind.
All right. So, Joel, here's what I'm going to do. How do you feel about Manny Diaz?
Tremendous man. He is a Florida State alumni. He was done wrong by the University of Miami. No telling what he could have done if he'd have given the guy time. But I think he's going to try to get his vengeance. I think he's going to play with a little bit more pep than he's played in the other game.
Okay. So what
Will it be enough? Probably not. But
don't worry, Doo-Doo. Joel and I have spoke about your bet. We're going to get it all worked out and figured out. Joel is not ghosting you or me about the bet. It was just a busy week for me. But Joel has said, hey, Coop, get in contact with me. Let's figure that out with Doo-Doo. Joel was actually the one who initiated, like, Coop, let's get this figured out. So don't worry.
Yeah, Doo-Doo, take a chill pill. I've already signed the check. Coop just won't give me an address.
Oh, shoot. All right. If you guys can let me know. I know that for Christopher, he said my mic is cutting out. Can you guys hear me okay? I had unplugged my mic earlier tonight because I had to move some stuff around. Is it okay? It might just be, Christopher, maybe the connection's unstable, like on your end or something. I don't know. It could be me. It could be me. We'll get a check in and see. Let me know. Joe?
I've always heard if your own fan base is hating on you and not treating you right, it causes static in a mic. Don't know if that's true or not.
Well, I've been called out. As you heard, I'm getting a check from the University of Miami, and that's why I'm being positive about this season. It has nothing to do with Miami being 8-0, having a quarterback that's, a potential Heisman candidate, a wide receiver in Xavier Restrepo who's about to break the receiving yards here at Miami. I mean, it has nothing to do with any of that.
No, and I love you. I trust you. But when I hear you say that your own base is attacking you and being unreasonable and crazy, I just have trouble seeing. I mean, it may be an overreaction from Coop's part. I just cannot see Miami fans being cannibalistic. Just not in their nature.
Well said. I'm in 100% agreement with you, Joel Davis. All right.
Well, let me see if I can win $250 so I can hurry and send a doo-doo before he freaks out.
That'll cover half of it. That's true. All right. Joel, this is from a Florida State fan. Just as a quick reminder, guys. Miami versus Duke. What do you got?
I'm going with Duke 17. Miami's chances of winning it all 0. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to give Miami, let's say, 34. We'll go 34-17. Miami.
Okay. I kind of like that because I have 37-17. So 34-17, a little bit less points, but 34-17. Let's lock it in.
Yeah, a little less Andy, and I win $250.
Okay.
And I will forward the check. I'll overnight it to Doo-Doo.
Man, look, because again, this is outside perspective. I know everyone keeps asking Manny if this game means more. And of course, the coach speak response is no. It's another game on the schedule. We just have to lock in. I know that Manny really wants to beat Mario, and I know that Mario really wants to embarrass Manny. It just is what it is, whether they want to admit it or not. And they won't. They won't. They got to be, hey, I'm a head coach. Got a lot of eyes on me. People are going to take anything you say and quote it and put it on headlines everywhere. This emotions will be high in this game, 100%.
Secretly, those two coaches want to cancel the football game and just get in a UFC cage and fight it out.
I agree.
To where you.
I agree.
They can't
I
say
said
that, but they're
34 to
seething on the
17
inside.
earlier.
Yep.
I get the 250 Joel winking face.
Yep. Very much.
And Manny will even take a moral victory, even if he don't win the football game. If he can go out there and perform in such a way that the Miami crowd is stone cold quiet like they were against Florida State, he'll count that as a win.
And I said that in my final thoughts video. I said if he can even keep it close, and they might, that would still
count
be
as a victory in there. Yeah.
Yep, because I mean this is the number 5 ranked team in the country. Whether you want to believe it or not, whether you want to argue strength of schedule or not, it doesn't change the record. It's an undefeated Miami Hurricanes team. This is a conference game. This is his first year at Duke. What was their over under on wins? Like 5.5, I think. They're already over that with like 3 or 4 games left to go. So he's already kind of overachieved. So
yeah, it's going to be interesting to watch for sure. I definitely will be tuning in for this one.
All right, Joel, I appreciate the love tonight. Thank you for the support. And I know you'll be rooting for us tomorrow at noon.
Absolutely. I will. I had to be angry at Duke for messing up our perfect record we had. So I'm torn between the two hatreds here. It's like it's like a family reunion. Who do you hate the worst, you know?
It's Duke. It's Duke.
Yeah, it may have to be. I don't know.
All right, Joel. We appreciate you, my man.
All right, be good. I'm going to continue to keep starving myself in honor of Coach Coop show.
Yep. You're welcome.
All right.
All right. Peace. See you later.
Bye, bud.
Poor Joel. So if you guys missed it, Joel and I did make a bet on the Miami versus Florida State game. And he said he would fast for every point that Miami beat Florida State by, which is 22. And he's sending me video updates. And he is not eating for 22 days. And you guys know that Joel is a man of his word. He pays up his bets. And he's not eating for 22 days. I told him he's crazy. I tried to help him. Zach Jones said 34-17. I get the 250. Appreciate you, Zach Jones, for the 2. Bryce with the 23 months. Hope you're doing well. Did that kidney stone pass. Also, we going 9-0, 5-0 in the ACC. Hashtag beat Duke. Thank you, Bryce. Hope you've been doing well as well. Kidney stone did not pass, Bryce. It actually gave me trouble all day today, to the point of I thought maybe it would pass today, but it still hasn't. Bryce, I have been peeing into a little funnel with a little strainer at the bottom for 2 months. And for what? It hasn't come out. I told my wife, I said, I'm just going to start peeing in the toilet like normal, and if it comes out, surely I'll know. And if it does, I'll reach my hand in there and I'll get it. I'll just reach down in there and get it. I'm tired of peeing in a strainer. It's messy. You know? Like splashing all over the place. I got pee stains all on my... Anyways. Let's get the phone line open back up. Man, oh man, it's rough. You got your prediction ready? All right, Phoenix. No field goals. Miami 34-14. Probably won't see many field goals for Duke. Now watch, their kicker will have the game of his life. Duke's kicker is struggling, man, and I think he's in his head at this point. You miss 2 field goals and an extra point against SMU, a game where you could have beat a ranked ACC opponent. Your only loss would have been Georgia Tech, and he can't get it done. 6 turnovers. I still can't believe it. Is it any better yet, Christopher? You know I'm a stickler for audio, and I'm always trying to fine-tune it and dial it in, and it's never perfect. I'm literally never happy with it. But everyone says it seems to be okay. So I don't know if maybe it was just something wonky. Like, I've had that happen. Prepared or not, your show is tight. Thank you, LT. We're not prepared at all. We're just not even prepared at all. It is what it is. But it's fine. We're having a good time. Sometimes if your internet connection or cell service connection is wonky, what it can do is it can set your, not saying this is what's happening, but it can reset your quality from 1080 to 480. And what it'll do is it'll bounce back and forth. And every time it does, there's like a split second of choppiness. It could be that's happened to me. It might not be anything to do with that. I don't know. Just throwing it out there. All right, let's keep it going. Let's open it back up. $250 on the line tonight. Give me a call. Call me. Probably, Chris. That's what I'm saying. We'll get their best game. Malik Murphy is at -55 rushing. Tomorrow, he's going to get 55. He's going to reset it to 0. He better not. He freaking better not. Roach Killer! What's up?
What can I say?
There's a whole lot you could say. You just got. What do you want to say?
I want to express myself. I really do. I'm very. I don't. All right, hold on.
Hey, the floor is yours. Say, I don't know, Christopher.
Broski. I want to ask everybody in the chat line real quickly, man. What is it that you guys are so nervous about? Why are you guys bringing this negative energy? You guys have never been 8-0. You guys have never been 8-0 for almost, I don't know how long.
2017 was the last time Miami started 8-0. That would have been that crazy Mark Richt run.
It's not even that, Coach. It's not even that. It's not even being 8-0. How about having the #1 passing offense in the whole entire NCAA? How about that? Or top 5 at least. How about talking about that you have 2 of the best or 3 of the best top running backs in the NCAA? How about that? How about having one of the best how about this? Borregales. Think about that. Think about that.
I love some Andy.
I mean, I'm serious. Think about what he did the other game for us, like just recently. Think about that. Think about having someone who can kick a field goal with that precision. Think about how we're able to have resilience throughout the whole entire season. Think about that we're in this position now, and don't think about what we've been through in the last couple of years and what we used to be. Forget about what we used to be and think about these kids now. Think about Mark Fletcher. Think about how he feels. Think about how Cam Ward feels.
Boy, they done paid you too, Roach Killer. How much they giving you?
They ain't giving me jack, bro. I'm just saying, bro. Think about everything we've been through. Coop, last year, bro, you're going through something, man, on this stream, man, on your channel. You had to go through some bets.
Bro, do you think does anyone think I want to be known as the guy in the garbage can?
No, but that's what
because
I'm
I
telling you,
don't.
brother.
I don't.
But
I
think
know.
about it. I want everybody to think about it now. Look, they're always going to say something negative about us. They're always going to bring out, oh, that you guys never faced a top team, a top 10 team, or a ranked team. They're always going to bring something out. They're always going to say, oh, Florida State, you know, they lost their quarterback. They lost all their seniors. They're always going to say something like that. They're going to say, oh, Louisville had the, oh, Louisville. Oh, if Louisville right now was to turn it around, let's say Duke lose tomorrow. Duke, they lose. They get their, you know, their butts handed. They get their butts spanked in front of national television tomorrow. I can guarantee you, after that game, if they beat every single other team by like 60 points, they'll be talking about Duke. Oh, yeah, they're back. If Florida State wins every other game throughout this season by 80 points, by 80 burgers, they'll be saying, oh, next year, Miami's got to look out for FSU. They're going to say, oh, look out. Oh, they're going to say, oh, Miami got lucky. Oh, it was the referees. They got bought out. They're going to say, they're going to always hold an excuse against us. Because that's how much hate they have against us. That's how much hate they have for us, man. And I've learned to deal with it. I never believed it, bro. But you know what? I've dealt with it. And you know what sucks? Those fans that say, oh, yeah, I'm here. And oh, I can't believe you guys are you're not nervous. Oh, you're not nervous? You're not nervous because of Duke? It's the perfect setup game because it's Manny. And Manny can turn it around. And Duke hasn't had this kind of record for a long freaking time. You know what? I don't care about it because you said it yourself. You said it yourself, Coop. You said it yourself. What have we been able to accomplish throughout this whole entire season? That all those bad jujus is just a bunch of bull. That's just a bunch of bull crap, and you know it.
Now, Roach Killer, if they wouldn't have wore the black uniforms last week, they would have won by 10 more points. Guaranteed. Come on now.
Forget about it, Coop. You know it. They're always going to hold an excuse. So you know what I tell you fans, the real fans that are enjoying this moment, that go to the stadium, that watch from all over the world. They turn on their TV and they're glued on and they have faith and they believe. They believe. They don't believe that we're just going to win tomorrow. Of course, we got to take it a game at a time. I'm not thinking about Georgia Tech. I'm thinking about tomorrow. And I just want to whoop their asses. That's all I want to do. And I want to see you guys smile and then come together and say, damn, this feels good. I didn't believe, but I'm believing now. And I just want everybody to say, you know what? We should have believed together from the beginning because it's awesome to know that you believe that you can actually win and it happens instead of sitting there on the sideline and always saying, oh, God, I can't believe it, bro. I'm doubting. Oh, we win. Oh, God. And you're that dude that was always doubting. You're that dude that was always doubting. That sucks. Shut up. If you're going to doubt, shut up. Keep it to yourself and hold. If you got nothing, my mom always used to say, if you got nothing good to say,
don't say nothing at all.
Shut the hell up and don't even say it, bro. And how dare you even put it down in the chat line, bro? To bring you don't think we've been through enough? For God's sakes, bro, I'm sitting there in the stands, bro, rooting for my team, and I have people doubting around me. But you know what? I'm not there to doubt. I'm there, and I'm looking at my team, and I believe. I believe in Restrepo. I believe in Horton and Berrien. I believe in Cam Ward, man. I believe in Martinez. Martinez NFL ready, bro. If you guys doubted before and you say Martinez didn't deserve that spot, I bet you doubt now. I bet you doubt now.
He been doing his thing.
You doubted before, but I bet you believe now. But I bet you believe now, right? I bet you believe he. Damn! Oh shoot! He's a damn train. He trucks them down. I bet you say, God, yeah, I didn't believe that Cam Ward was this kind of player. Can he really be it? Well, now you're seeing it. And you still sit here and say, oh, I'm nervous about tomorrow. And well, you got to bring that negative energy inside this room. Screw that. Grab that negative energy and stick it up your behind, buddy.
Ooh.
Take that negative energy out of here. And Joel, I love you. I love all you guys that came in here and made fun of us, man. And kept that energy and still keep that energy. And it's our turn, and I'm proud of you guys to come in here and stick with it. I'm proud of you guys.
Miami needed to be the laughing stock for a while. I'm not trying to spin it, but Miami needed a wake up call. We've been the laughing stock of the college football world for many years.
God, that's all I got to say, bro. And well, guys, I just want to put my numbers down now.
Hey, I feel it's almost like you sound like a different person now. Like you got that off your chest. You took a deep breath, and now you feel better? You feel?
Yeah.
Good deal.
Thanks.
Good deal.
I appreciate it.
That's what we do here, Roach Killer. See,
that's why I know
it's the Coach Coop channel, but it's a platform. Hey, look, for real, it's a platform where you can voice your opinion. Because how many people?
You're my therapist.
We have 200 people in here right now, but over the next 24 hours, thousands of people are going to tune in, and they're going to hear you voice your opinion on the Miami Hurricanes. And I love that.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome.
Absolutely, man. I'm just hyped up, and I want to see everybody show out. Show up tomorrow. Show up tomorrow at the Rock, and that's it. And my prediction is going to be simple. It's going to be 42-10.
42-10. All right. That's a 32-point win for the Canes, a team that's favored by 20.5 right now.
Listen, I respect every team. Don't get me wrong. They always have a chance, man. They always have a chance. But I expect Miami to come out. They know what they're capable of doing. They know what they're capable of. They know what they want to demand. They're demanding something. I know Cam Ward is demanding something. He's demanding respect. Everybody here in the Miami, we're demanding respect. Guys, respect our name. Respect the U. Stop throwing it down. I'm talking to all you little fakes out there. I'm talking to all you guys out there. Stop throwing my U down, dog. Yeah, it's our turn. How does it feel? Coop, I'm just saying good night to everybody. Good night. Good night, everybody. Show up. Lock in tomorrow morning. I'm pretty sure you're going to, your show is going to be popping, bro.
It's 12 o'clock, bro. I gotta get myself woke up for sure. I gotta watch some hype videos, get myself going. But we'll be hyped. We'll be excited. We bring that energy week in and week out. So it's gonna be a good time. Gonna be a good time.
Somebody else wants to talk, man. Somebody else wants to talk. I already know. You guys have a good night. Peace out. I'll see you guys at the Rock.
All right. Peace, Roach Killer. We appreciate you, bro. I didn't have to hang up. He hung up. All right. Roach Killer, man. I feel like he's been wanting to say that. Like it's been building up as Miami continues to win. You continue to see the hate, and he's been wanting to say that. He's been wanting to say that. A Burgos with the 46 months. Canes run the rock. Ward stays efficient, stays on course. End result is most important. And I do feel like that Cam Ward is that type of player. He's not a me guy. So if he was, he would be super upset. Not that, right, like that Florida State limited him to 208 passing yards. He's upset that he couldn't get more, but it's not because he's worried about a Heisman campaign or anything else. He just wants to take this team to the next level. He wants to put up big numbers for them, and he knows they're depending on him. you know? I know, Damien. I feel you. I feel you. What's up, Duck? You got your prediction ready, destination? All right. I'm in Eastern time. Correct, Mish. Brandon, it's been an interesting night. I was called out by another channel or two, and I had to get some things off my chest. We did, and one thing kind of led to another, and here we are. Here we are. Joel says only 8-0 team begging people to show up. You know how I feel about attendance, Joel. You know how I feel. I should just stay up all night, VT. I should just stay up all night because Cypher is right. Cypher said Coop is rolling out of bed at 11:55. That's probably pretty accurate. Yes, sir. Yep. Wake up about 5 minutes before kickoff, set up my entire thing in 2 minutes, and we hit go live. That's a lie because I'll be 5 minutes late. Never mind. All right, let's open it back up. We're going to get some phone calls in tonight. We will not go as long tonight because it is an early day. So just keep that in mind. I'm not going to go till midnight tonight. Not because I don't love y'all, but we got a long day tomorrow. MS79 Canes fan. What it do?
Can I put this on speakerphone?
Try it and see what it does.
Does it echo? What about now?
Hello, echo.
Yeah, I can hear you good. Can you hear me all right? And there's no echo?
Sounds crystal freaking clear to me.
Awesome. I thought it messed your phone or your thing up when I put it on speakerphone, but cool.
Sometimes it does. It depends on if you've got like an iPhone or like a Walmart track phone.
No, dude, I'm not crazy.
It just depends.
I got an Android, bro. What do you mean?
iPhone users, am I right, guys? Jeez. Jeez.
All I can say is we're 9-0 now. I made it through. Last week I didn't, but I got through on that question, so that counted.
Yeah. Very true. Very true.
But yeah, man, we need to smoke these dudes.
Yeah, and I really this alone doesn't make it happen, but you know Mario wants to so bad.
We all want to. We all know like what this means, man. It has to happen.
Yeah, Manny wants to say, even though it wouldn't mean that because it's just one loss, but Manny wants to be like, told you, see, you messed up.
Yep.
I beat this team.
Yeah.
Mario wants to say,
Exactly.
hey, I told y'all you hired the right guy. Look at this. I beat Manny by 30 points, 40 points.
Yes. Yep. And there's enough Manny people that are people that liked Manny as a coach for Miami, that are fans still that like are going to be like, oh my gosh, look, see, he won. I told you Mario sucked.
Oh,
We told you we should have stayed with Manny.
there was a stream on my homepage before I started mine, and I'm not going to name drop, and one of the guys is a Miami fan, and he was arguing for Manny Diaz and talking about how they're going to beat Miami, and he's a Miami fan. Now, and I don't mean as in like, okay, he's being like objective and he's kind of just trying to, break down the game because there are some solid arguments for Duke in a few areas.
Right.
But this is someone who did not want Manny fired, so I feel like he's kind of preying on Mario's downfall. And even though he's a Canes fan, he might be a Manny fan first, so he would have Miami take the L just so he can look like he's right and say that it would have been better to retain Manny, which is still just crazy to me. That's fine if you believe that. If you're a Manny Diaz fan, I talked about at the beginning of the stream how I don't hate the dude. I just make jokes. I don't hate the guy, but it's not like
a personal hate. We just don't like that he didn't do a good job at coaching our team. So go away.
How can you secretly root against your team to try to push your agenda to make yourself look right? That's crazy to me.
It's called crazy. I mean,
Good.
What's the definition of insanity? Repeating yourself over and over again, and that's what he was doing. He wasn't ready. I mean, especially for Miami. You know, you can't come in there with no experience at all. At least Mario had some. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, man. I wanted Butch Davis for the hire. I didn't want Mario. I wanted Butch Davis. I understand there was a little bit of weird baggage with him, you know, but he still, dude, he brought us back to a powerhouse. I mean, nobody can argue. 01 Canes was like a beast, dude. Those teams were awesome. You know, I'm sorry, they were the best ones that we've ever had, and I wanted to see that again, and I think he could have done that as well. But I also think Mario can too, and I wasn't upset about it. But I knew Manny wasn't the answer. So
right, and I want to address, just while we got you on the phone here, if you don't mind, Nick Snyder put in, and you know, Nick's a Florida State fan.
Yes.
He said it is dirty though to fire a guy, talking about Manny Diaz, and then give the next one all the resources needed to actually succeed. Now, I will say they did start taking it way more serious, of course, when Mario Cristobal came in. But I think they would have.
I don't
here's the
disagree
thing.
with that.
Yeah, here's
I
the thing.
I don't disagree with that.
Manny
I
could
think they
have
used
won.
Manny for a scapegoat, kind of.
I think Manny, honestly, from the people that I've talked to, so the few people that like pump a lot of money into the program.
Right.
Manny could have won 10 or 11 games. You can call me crazy if you want. When the opportunity came up to hire Mario Cristobal, they would have fired Manny no matter what. I know this isn't a counter argument to what Nick is saying. Nick is saying they're giving Mario Cristobal more resources, and they are. They're spending more money than ever before.
Yes.
But it would not have mattered if Manny was the coach. If freaking, I don't care who it was, unless they, even if, heck, I'd say if they won a national championship, that's probably where you draw the line. But Mario Cristobal was the golden child, the former Miami Hurricane, a guy like that. They wanted Mario so bad, they were willing to do whatever it takes to get him.
Yeah, and
so,
they used Manny for those couple years to kind of hold over.
Yeah, so it would not have mattered where Manny's success level was. I think that they were gonna fire him either way if it meant they could bring in Mario Cristobal. And
I don't know, man. I don't know why. I'm not sure that was still the better option if they were going to have somebody to do that, because they paid Temple $4 million to retain bring him back. They could have got some nobody name, and just said, hey, we're going to try this, and then just let them take it. I don't know, like, if I agree with that 100%, but it's still a good logical explanation. I do agree that he didn't have the funds that Mario does, but NIL is different. We have a new, this. I do think Mario was the way. They just had to wait him out, though. I do agree with that.
Let's be honest here. Miami had a bigger problem, in my opinion, and I get the heebie-jeebies even saying this, and that problem was Blake James.
Oh yes, of course. Yeah, the AD was horrible.
So there was a lot of like Miami had to go even higher on the totem pole, right? In my opinion, and now they're in a position to where they're willing to put more money into the football program. Obviously, when they brought in Cristobal, who was somewhere where he had plenty of resources and things were looking pretty good. I mean, he was comfy. He laid down some ground rules. He said
a little bit of money there.
He said, if I'm going to do this, I need this. I need a blank checkbook. You're going to have to break ground on this. And they said, yes, sir. Whatever to get you in here. So
I agree for sure, man.
It was definitely. I just want to say, and then I won't interrupt you. My apologies. I understand why Manny Diaz would have a grudge against Miami in the way they handled it, because even as a Miami fan, I said it was definitely a little dirty, and it just the timing was just bad for Manny all around. Like
I agree.
He didn't get the resources really that he needed. It was his first time being a head coach. We don't really need Miami is a bad place to it be your first time being a head coach. I think that's just a terrible idea, and he did something.
Here's my thing. Manny did. Not that you have to play football to know football, but you do need to understand how important certain aspects of the game are. Again, Mario is an offensive guy, but he knows the line is where you start the game. Once you get those lines built, you're going to have a dominant. If you can't stop the run and you can't stop that, well, you're not going to do it. You can't beat us. He knows that. Manny goes light. Manny likes quick, light linebackers. He likes light stuff, and quickness, right? Like, he doesn't get the beef eaters like we have now, dude. Look how big our guys are compared to what Manny has.
The beef eaters.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm sorry. You don't got any vegans out there.
We got them big boys.
Yeah, corn-fed people, man. I mean, get the big guys out. That's what you need to. I mean, we're going to overpower Duke. That's what's going to happen tomorrow. We're just bigger.
I just don't see a world where, again, Duke is in such a vulnerable spot with this game because they're giving up 160 rushing per game.
Exactly.
So
that's what I said.
Manny can say, yo, we have to stop Miami from running the ball. Like, whatever we do, they have a great stable of backs. Their O-line is decent. Like, activate Cam Ward. Here comes Mr. Heisman candidate again in this game, throwing for 350 plus and 4 or 5 touchdowns. Which one? I know everybody else says it, but the whole pick your poison thing, which is it going to be? Because I don't think for Manny this year and Duke their defense is doing some great things. Yeah, I don't think he can. I don't think he can do both. They have a good pass defense. Everybody's seen the numbers, but then, like we said, even if they create turnovers, where are the points going to come from off the turnovers? At most, you are killing Miami's drive and their chance to put more points on the board. But you got to put points on the board. So
exactly.
I just, in the back of my mind, I'm always a little concerned just because Miami, again, big target on their backs. There's a lot of pressure on Miami right now.
Everybody's best game.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't matter how crappy we are. We could be like Florida State. We could be 1-6, and somebody's going to be like, it's still Miami. This is the Hurricanes, bro.
Yep.
That's always how it's been.
Yep.
Since I was a kid, I mean, I remember it. Like, it didn't matter. Even in our down years, like if we had like a 7-5, man, it's still the Miami Hurricanes, But I mean, just like Roach Killer said, man, and we agree with you, man. You have, how do you say it? Criticized our problems on our team too, and stuff like that. You ain't all sunshine and rainbows, man. I'm not saying that because I like your show and all that stuff. But yeah, dude, you're criticized just like everybody else should. Screw what them other people say.
No, and I don't care if people don't like me or my approach to my shows or my channel. Because, like, let's be honest for just a second, and then I swear we'll kick it back to football. I don't like every movie or TV show that I watch. Why? Yep. It would be really stupid of me to think that every person that watches my channel, Miami fan or not, likes me and my content. It's just not how it works. And the bigger you get, this is not to boast. I need to grow a lot more. Obviously, there's going to be more and more people that see you and notice you because your content's out there, which means there's going to be more and more people that file in that don't like you. It's just how it works.
Yeah,
but for people to come trolls on there, that like this is not some kind of like them making jokes. They were literally saying, hey, I've known Coop for a long time, and it seems like that he's been bought out. Miami or whoever is sliding him. And they did like a whole segment talking about it.
Dude, and if they would have watched you for a long time, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I remember watching you. I want to say it was like a year and a half ago. You were confronted, you said, by another channel or by some other people, and you said you didn't want to go. If they would have watched that, that would have ended that conversation. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It actually pissed me off. I'm sitting there shaking my head. And I'm like, you really believe just because I'm trying to enjoy being 8-0 that now all of a sudden that I'm not objective anymore and I don't talk about the bad things? Because if you would watch one of my videos for 1 minute, 2 minutes, what do I do in the preview video? Duke does this, and this. Miami might struggle against this. Like, hang out in a live watch party for a game. I'm throwing stuff across the room saying, what are we doing? Come on. Like, I'm just enjoying being a fan, and we break it down. But at the end of the day, I want the team to win and do well. And it's not my job to focus so much on the future when I'm not paid and on the staff. I'm not. It's not my part to worry about that. Literally, as soon as the season is over,
you're a fan YouTuber.
Yeah, as soon as the season is over, we'll do portal wish list stream. We'll do what's the answer at quarterback with Cam Ward gone? Is it Emory? Is it Judd? Is it an incoming freshman? Is it a portal guy?
All right, man. I think what we got coming in is fine. Emory's great. We got Luke Nickel coming in. We're good.
But we still got 4 games right now and potential conference championship and trying to make it into the playoffs. So I'm trying to live in the moment. And anyways, let's talk about Duke. My apologies. I'm getting off track here again.
I know other people. I know other people want to call in too, man. I'll do my score thing, man.
Okay.
I enjoy talking. I could talk all day and night about this.
I'm sorry, man. I got us way off track and I started ranting again.
Don't be sorry. No, hey, I'm not mad. Like I said, I could talk all day and night, but
all right. I'm ready, bro.
Call in.
I'm ready.
All right, man. I like what Roach Killer said with the 42, but I'm going to give Duke a little more offensive credit and go with 20. So 42 for Miami and 20 for Duke.
All right, 42-20. Miami.
Yeah, I really hope it's way more than that for Miami, but dude, I did. If our defense could just play a little bit more, man, it would make me sleep a little better.
Yeah, I think they got to play keep away. Even for Florida State, yeah. I actually, man, look, whether they did it on purpose or not, and I think they did, it was kind of a pretty good game plan. Take away the big plays, force Miami to run the ball and chip away at you, but you didn't get completely blown out. And it got to the point, and it shows that it's true because a lot of Miami fans were freaking out, saying,
which is funny because 36-14 is a blowout.
Yeah, it's 22 points, but again, we're used to the flashy and stuff, and then it made it not look quite so bad on the just surface level,
right?
Looking at it initially, so Duke might go a similar route, or maybe Manny goes balls to the wall. I don't know because he wants to beat Miami badly, so we'll see.
Again, and like you were saying, these teams, man, they're in desperation mode against us as well. They need to win. Manny needs to win. He's going to go for it on 4th down. I can already tell you, and our defense is sus, and they know that, so we'll see.
Yep.
But all right, brother.
I got you locked in, my man.
Great job, man.
42-20.
Let's go, Canes.
All right,
see you tomorrow at 9-0.
Bright and early, butt crack of dawn. I'll see you tomorrow.
Heck yeah.
All right,
man.
See you. Hey, man, I got to get up at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. Man, couldn't it be 3:30? Why couldn't it have been 3:30? Dang, man. Oh, as long as Miami gets a win, I ain't complaining. Anthony Delano with the 2. Love Butch Davis, but Mario is good for current CFB NIL era. That's fair. Yeah, he's relentless when it comes to building those relationships with recruits, and they don't give up, right? And I include, portal stuff, Mario touching base with people, and he's really good at that. He's really, really good at that, and I think it'll bode well for the future if Miami can continue to attack the portal the way they do. But it's just supplemental, right? Positions of need, and continue to get top 5, heck, maybe even top 3 recruiting classes. If Miami's winning, if that's another thing you got to factor in with the future, is if Miami can continue to stack up recruiting classes, retain the coaching staff as long as everybody's happy with them, so there's some consistency there, and just keep building on it, That'd be nice. My man Duck coming in with the 2. He says, Manny got rushed on for 544 yards. Born loser. I see you all the time, Duck, tweet about giving up, good grief. How many was it against North Carolina? I know you know. What was it, 500, 600, 700? Oh, my gosh. It was, woo. It didn't seem real. It literally didn't seem real to give up that many rushing yards. It was crazy. And it's just funny because we talked about it, Duck. Duke's giving up a ton of rushing yards. Bro, if we look at the stats here, don't just take my word for it. Here. if we gotta look at the numbers, that's fine. Let's look at the numbers. Let us look at the numbers. Let's see. Now we're gonna look at the ACC specifically because it's a shorter list to look at here, because it's not like they're worst in the country or anything like that. But if you look at Duke in the ACC, rushing yards given up per game, well, who do we have here? Florida State is at the top of the list at 179, followed up by Virginia Tech, and then right there sits Duke at 160 rushing yards per game given up. Teams are running all over them. And just to give you an idea where Miami's at, they're down here at 97, under 100. But again, hey, let's give credit where credit is due. Passing yards given up per game, Duke is at the top of the list, 166.6. And right there, Florida State, look, they proved it. They held Cam Ward to his lowest amount of passing yards so far this season at 208. He hadn't had less than 300 all year. Their whole look right at it, 200. They held him to 208. So I don't think that all of a sudden, magically tomorrow, this Duke defense can stop Miami from running the ball unless when I said they got to go all in, I mean all in. It's all in or nothing. And again, you can't do that when Miami has the type of quarterback that we have right now. Good to see you, Henry. So you can't do that. Manny can't afford to do that, or it will get ugly and probably quickly. You know? So that's why I just think that Miami is in a good position. They have Duke in a bad spot tomorrow. And maybe I'm singing a different tune at 3:30 or 4 o'clock. Maybe I am. But as long as Miami comes in with a good, solid game plan and these guys play up to their ability, should be okay. What's up, Zachary? Should be okay. Let's get it open back up. 778 yards. 520 between their two best rushers. That's crazy. Schedule is 7 teams over 500, 3 teams at 500, and 2 teams under 500. Straight Street 6, I appreciate you. I think that, right, if you're not a Miami fan, you don't want to break it down. I'm not going to say Miami has the toughest schedule in all of college football because that's a lie. But you do have to look at more than just the box score. You have to, or just the score in general, right? You have to look at some other factors, how the game played out. And there are some that, just saying. Forgot Coop is not a morning person. I am not. Good grief, I'm not. I struggle, man. I get up at noon. Noon is early. Yep. 51-17, says Carolina Slim. Let's get the phone line open back up. Give me a call, 865-229-4131. Give me a call. Get your score predictions in. Again, we're ending at midnight or sooner. So let's lock in. Got to get ready for tomorrow, guys. Got to get ready. Yo. Now, this could be a combination of people. Is this dad? Son? Who do we got? It's neither. It's neither one. Let's open it back up. What's the 411 on the kidney stone? Still inside me, and it's hurting badly today. I have an appointment with the urologist on the 13th because that's the soonest that they could get me in. And basically, they said if it starts hurting really bad, go to the hospital again. Otherwise, we cannot see you until the 13th of November. It is what it is. We're full. Sucks to be you. So, oh well. Nope. It's still in the ureter. I've heard once it gets to the bladder, it's pretty quick. Then you just have to give birth. Then they'll give me ibuprofen. Yeah. Yep. Yo, we got Brad on the line. What's up, Brad?
What's up, Coop?
Chilling, man. Chilling. Thinking about how early I got to get up tomorrow. But as long as Miami wins, it's all going to be worth it. What? Is that on my end? Or there's no way two people hung up. I think it might be on my end. Hold on. Let me refresh it. My apologies, Metal Guy and Brad. I don't know what happened. We'll reset. Magic Jack. Oh, gosh. I forgot about the Magic Jack. Good memories. Called Hard Rock. Oh, man. All right, let's try again. All right, we have a 407 on the line. Who we got tonight?
This is Raymond.
Raymond.
What's going on, Coop? I've been in your streams plenty of times, brother.
All right. Now, is this your first time getting through on the...
On the stream, yeah.
Okay.
Like calling in, yeah.
Let's go. We love first-time callers. So,
Born and raised in Miami here, brother.
Nice. Let's go. So, you said your YouTube name is it Raymond?
Raymond Giles, yeah. I've been I've talked to you a few times.
36.
Okay. Usually during games is when I hit you up.
Gotcha. Cool. I just want to make sure I save your number for future calls.
Okay.
So we've got you locked in. If Miami wins by let's say the 30 plus. Let's say it's a big win.
Mm-hmm.
Are you feeling sorry for Manny Diaz?
Hell no.
I had to ask, you know.
What is the main rule in football? You got to stop us, right?
Yeah.
Florida State did it to us.
Fair enough.
They didn't stop.
And
everybody bitch and moans about it, but the rule is you got to build a defense to stop. You know what I mean?
Mario said,
you can't build the defense, you can't talk.
Mario said that one day the shoe would be on the other foot.
Exactly.
And it was.
About to find out the hard way, I think. I think it's going to be a dogfight in the beginning, and then they're just going to be worn out. That's going to be over.
See, I'm torn just because Duke has struggled in the first quarter of football games.
Yeah.
But it is Miami.
Exactly.
So I know
we have been known to play down a little bit. This year we look a lot different from other years, though.
Yeah.
They look way better prepared. The bye week win was like, what? We won on a bye week?
I know.
Holy crap.
I feel like I don't see enough people freaking out over that. That's that.
The bye week win, I was like, no way we did it. We broke it.
Right.
No way. Like, my mind was blown that day.
That's a huge topic every year. Every single off-season prediction is, well, it's off a bye week. I'm guilty of saying the same thing.
Manny was a big part of our bye week butt kicking.
Yeah.
Yeah. We would come out after a bye week, and they looked like they were playing Pee-wee. Didn't tackle, couldn't cover, couldn't pass, couldn't run, couldn't catch. You know?
Very true.
The same thing, like people hating on Cam, all those things, like, I don't understand that. Where's that coming from and why?
Are you talking about like opposing teams fans or Miami fans?
Opposing teams fans, some Miami fans. I've heard Miami fans talk smack saying he's only winning because the other teams aren't as good. Like, the team is 8-0. What are y'all crying about?
I think some of it, there are a large portion of people, and look, I'm not being negative towards those people because I understand where you're coming from. There are a lot of people that aren't fans of this NIL and transfer portal stuff, hiring mercenaries, I guess is the best way to put it. That's how a lot of people say it. So they want Miami to succeed, but if it's because they bring in a guy that wasn't Miami from the jump, they're not big fans of it. And that's not everyone. Yeah. But I do see some of that. I almost even see some sneak disses towards Cam Ward. Because he came in, well, he just came in for the money. Like, he just can't, he's not a real
I think it was smart, honestly, for doing it, in my opinion. I think it was smart.
Look, Cam Ward had 0 stars. He went where
his development now.
He went where he had opportunities, and he worked his way up, and he seems to be a great fit for Dawson's offense, and the timing just worked out. Bro, I love the dude.
Look where he's at, He's killing it right now, literally destroying everybody's defenses besides Florida State, but that's because Florida State had to pick their poison. They were either going to stop Cam or they're going to stop the running game, but they weren't going to stop both. Which is my issue with the Duke.
Unfortunately for them, they're in the same position. Yep.
They're going to pick one or the other, and if they do decide to pick passing, they're going to get destroyed.
Yeah, I think that's the worst of the two. Because you already have a piss poor run defense.
But that was Manny's issue here too, though.
Yeah,
he was decent pass defense, and then there's a bunch of hiccups here and there, but a run defense we just got ran over.
Yeah.
Tackling was horrendous under Manny, and I think you're going to see a lot of Duke arm tackles. Going to be the same thing that's happening now.
And
the
honestly,
only thing that they're better than us at, I think, is their pass defense.
Yeah,
our secondary is very questionable. It's been very questionable all year. Hopefully they tighten up.
I actually, I think Malik Murphy is an okay quarterback, but he's a little young, right? And it's his first year there in that offense and first year for Manny Diaz. So.
For first year, he's not doing bad. I'm not gonna lie. I give him props where props are due.
He's exceeded my expectations that I had for Duke.
Year, he's doing better than I thought he was gonna do, especially at Duke.
Yeah.
It isn't really known as a football team. You know what I mean?
Tell me about it. It's hard to get any of their fans to talk football. Good grief, man.
I heard you talking about that earlier, and I was like, damn, it's been that hard? Because it was on the one prior to this. You were talking with a guy about it. I guess he's like the only guy that actually you found.
Yeah, and I thought they would be excited because 6-2 is not bad right now.
For a first year.
Yeah, I'm being serious.
I don't know what they did last year. I didn't really pay attention to them last year, but.
Well, I think it kind of, maybe some expectations can carry over, but when you bring in a new head coach, I think you got to be level-headed and reset. But
you got to learn a whole new offense. You got to learn a whole new defense. You got to, everybody has to get acquainted with themselves because people are going to come in and people are going to leave. I believe this is going to sound crazy to some people, but I believe there should be a cap on NIL power.
I think
how much they can get, so that you can't do all this. Oh, I can pay him more, so they'll come here. No, you can only pay a certain amount, just like an NFL cap. They should do it for college, but make it a lot less. Yeah, they can still get paid, but it defeats the purpose of being able to buy players. Because if I go here or here, it doesn't matter. Max I can get is the same amount, no matter what school it is.
So, and because you can't,
and that would make it more an even base. You see what I'm saying?
I agree. But you can't be upset with Miami for making the most of it, because if we weren't,
hell no,
we'd be caught sitting on our hands, and people would be saying, "Why didn't we go shopping for a big time transfer portal quarterback?"
Exactly.
And I'm talking about those people that we were discussing a moment ago who are kind of up sneak dissing Cam Ward that are Miami fans, right? Because they a little more old head mindset, which is not a bad thing. A lot of the people that have been Canes fans.
I was born in '87. I grew up with the glory days.
Right, so you've seen the highs, like the crazy
when the Orange
teams.
Bowl was still around. You know,
Yeah.
I used to go to the Orange Bowl.
Yeah. So I get it,
Yeah.
but it's just a thing. If people want Miami to succeed, you have to adapt, and you have to. This is what college football is right now, whether we like it or not. If you want to be in the game, you got to play the game. So I have a lot of respect.
Luckily, we have people willing to spend the money too.
Yeah. Yeah, and obviously, is it not
Jerry Jones level? But hey, they got money.
Is it not paying off? Miami's 8-0 right now.
It's working amazingly. It's working phenomenal. I'm happy, bro. I literally wear my hat every day. I go to the gym wearing it. I had a guy who's a UCF fan was talking smack to me, and I was like, bro, we run the state. And he was like, no, you guys don't run the state. I go 5 rings. You guys have one? Oh, wait, no, you can't even make it there yet. Walked away. You know?
All right, so Raymond, I'm going to kick us over to the score prediction cam here.
Yes, sir.
$250 on the line. I'm ready when you are.
I think it's going to be a little bit, like I said, a dogfight in the beginning, and then we're just going to keep going, foot on the gas pedal. Because Mario Cristobal, I think he wants to make a statement. So I'm going to say Duke gets some points. So I'm going to say 45-17 Miami.
45-17 with the Canes coming out on top. I'm going to lock you in, Raymond.
Yeah. Well, I believe Fletcher is going to be eaten too, because I think Fletcher is going to have a grudge match in this.
Yeah, man, he's the guy that could kind of get in there and just.
I think. Well, I'm not going to say that Martinez isn't going to eat some people up too, especially after last week.
Yeah.
He finally came out of his shell, you know. But
yeah, I agree. I was one of those people that was kind of being like,
Martinez. That we've been seeing. Where is he? You know, that was me. I was like, what happened to him? And then, damn, this game.
Yeah, and he has really been popping off. 100%. Got to give credit where credit is due, and he's running hard.
Fletcher used to run under Diaz, right?
Huh?
Fletcher played for Diaz, didn't he?
I don't think Fletcher was here. This is year. Hold on. Now you got me wondering. This is
1, 2. I think it's year 3.
Is this year 2 or 3 for Fletcher? Let me see.
I think it's year 3 for Fletcher. He's a junior, isn't he?
I think it's 2. I think it's his second year because I think he came in
right after.
I think
Mario's
he was. Which recruiting class was Fletcher in? Hold on, now you just got me wondering. It's almost impossible to keep up with all these guys.
I think he was a Diaz.
Let's see. I'm just curious.
Or he came in right after Diaz left, and he was one of Mario's first.
So Fletcher committed in 2022.
Okay.
So he was class of 2023. So he's been all Cristobal. Yeah. Okay.
So all Cristobal. Okay. Good.
So his first.
I didn't know for sure. I wasn't sure. You know.
Oh no, you're good. Like I said, listen, it is so hard to keep
up with. But I
want
to see him eat, especially after his father. I just want to see him go off, like eat. And I know that our offensive line is going to destroy their defensive line because they're small.
We're gonna find out.
We got some beefcakes. We got some beefcakes on our side, man. Them dudes are big.
That beef word's getting thrown around a lot tonight. I don't know if you guys all came together and.
Yeah. It's for sure. I mean, you can see the size difference. Size matters when it comes to football, especially on the no line. Yeah.
All right, Raymond.
Tossing around weight. You know. All right, brother. Yep. I'll catch you tomorrow.
I got you locked in, bro. I'll see you then.
Let's get that win.
Let's get it, bro. W's. All right, peace, man.
Have a good one. Yep. Bye-bye.
Hey, we love that, man. First time caller. Heck yeah. Yeah, buddy. Love first time callers. Nick Snyder says, all right, y'all out of town need to hit the hay. Got a busy day tomorrow. Good luck and everyone be well. Thank you, Nick. Appreciate you for hanging out with us, contributing to the chat. Always makes it a good time. Thank you, bro.
This is what it takes to wear the U on the side.
What do we got, Zachary?
I won't hang up on you, Co-op. Let's go, Kings.
You won't hang up on me like Brad? like Brad did.
This is what it take to wear the U.
He got that
Inside your
iPhone.
helmet.
I told you.
Man co-op, I want to beat Manny 47-3 man, and we can.
I beat him 57-0, 67-0. Man, I would love it. I'd love it. Brad got that stinking iPhone, man. I tried to tell y'all. Team Android. Zachary, thank you for the 5. That's freaking hilarious. Flicks with the 2. Let's go, man. I know, man. Look, Raymond didn't hang up on me. Yep. Got right in here, and my man hung up on me. Dang. All right. Let's get a couple more in here.
This is what it take.
Hey, right here it is,
To
bro.
wear the U.
Right here it
inside
is.
your helmet.
Android gang.
Look, I'm rocking a Galaxy Note from like 2020. This phone's like 4 years old. I don't know how y'all do it. How y'all upgrade every year. You got to move everything over. You got to like readjust to how all of it works. Heck no, man. I guess I am stuck in my ways to an extent because this phone's like 4 years old. And it's held up pretty well. All right, let's get it open back up. Take a few more. We will take a few more. I'm so pumped. I've already said it in the stream multiple times. I am more excited for this game than the Florida State game. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. I know that's actually a pretty cool looking phone, Henry. You can like set it up and it's sick. It's sick. That's crazy, Chris. That's really cool. That's wild. I bet you've made some awesome memories. All right, we're open. Open for business. Come on down. All right, now I've butchered this before, and I'm gonna butcher it again. Like 20. Are you there?
Coop.
What's up?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I am doing great. Now
I got you on a delay on the TV here. Hold on, let me
you're
back
good.
it
You're
up.
good.
All right, here we go.
All right, now
Hey, we're the projector folks, man. Remember the big screen projector?
yes. I hold up. Let me show that. On stream. Let me
Yeah,
back
pull
that
it
up. That's sick. Let me hold up. I still have it. What was your Twitter username again?
Miami Dolphins 79.
Miami Dolphins 79. That'll help me find it quicker. Melissa says I never check my messages. So let's prove her wrong here. Hold on. So I need you to explain to the people what's going on here. This is check this out, y'all. Here is Coop outside on some sort
There
of
it is.
projector screen here. What's going on with this? So what are you watching the game on?
So it's just my wife got me a projector for Christmas last year, and the second she got me that, I said, well, I gotta get one of those 15-foot projector screens. So we live in Flowery Branch, Georgia. We're not too far from you. We're right here an hour from Athens, so we're in SEC country. So I understand what you're working with every week and the hate you feel living in this part of the country. But every night game we watch the Canes on the big screen outside, and then afterwards we go right to your feed.
That's awesome, man. I have to say though, I don't know what was going on during this game because my heart rate's at 127. So it must.
That's the Cal game, dude.
Oh gosh.
I took that picture at probably, if I went back and timestamped it, it's probably at 2:42 in the morning.
So that was Miami fighting and clawing their way back from that 25-point deficit.
Yeah, man.
I believe it or not, I got a notification from the program that I run that monitors my heart rate, and it said I burned something like, I remember, like 600 calories in that game or something, or 800 calories. I was like, what?
Dude, I'm telling you, we had we had some family in town that weekend because my daughter got baptized that day, and we had
Cool.
some family in town from Miami and out of town. So we were like, you know what, 10:30 game, we're all going to rally. And some people went to sleep, and next thing you know, they hear us hooting and hollering at 2:30 because Miami came back, and they were all running outside in their pizza. They were arrested. They'd been asleep for 2 hours. They come outside screaming and hollering and having a time. And we didn't go to sleep till 4 because the adrenaline, our heart rates were just there like yours was, and we were dying, man. It was it was a party. It was
Look,
a party.
man, I never doubted, obviously.
Yeah, never.
Never,
Yeah,
never.
Same.
Never wavered, man. always knew we had it, you know. Now, hopefully tomorrow is a different story, right? Hopefully Miami can jump out to a lead since Duke is a pretty poor first quarter team, unless that completely flips tomorrow. And
just protect the football, man. I was just sitting here. I'm here with my parents. They're big fans of yours. I showed them you through the years, and they watch your stuff as well. And we've been talking about the game the whole night. Just protect the football, run the ball, be another boring game, just like FSU if it has to be. And establish the run and just get out of there 9-0. But
I agree. That's something where I had to reflect a lot after that Florida State game, right? And be like, it doesn't have to be the big flashy 300-400 plus passing yards. Like, just take advantage of the other team's weaknesses. And if Duke can't stop the run the freaking ball.
That's right. I mean, we were just saying, for 6 years we watched Manny. He ran under Rick. He was here for 3 years, and then 3 years as a head coach. How many times were those big 300, 400-yard rushing game performances against them?
Too many.
So, too many, and those are the worst. Those hurt the worst. If someone lights you up through the air, so be it. But those are demoralizing when they just run up down your throat for 400 yards.
Just completely out-muscling you. Throwing you around in the trenches like that. You're right. That really just deflates the team. Like that, you feel like there's no hope at that point.
Yeah, that's it. And honestly, I truly, Cam said it. I don't care about the Heisman. I want to go do an Natty. He said it in his press conference, and I believe that. I mean, I truly do think that he's going to get his numbers regardless. He's that good. But if he doesn't go for 4 touchdowns tomorrow, I don't think he cares. I think he just wants to win. So. Hopefully it was just one of those, just take care of business. Hopefully there's some flashiness in there, and it's not as boring as the FSU game, as good as it was to win that game, still by 22. But, just move on down the road. We got tickets for the Georgia Tech game the next week. This guy's got to buy. I'm a lot more worried about Georgia Tech in 2 weeks, and we'll recap that as we come down. But they got a bye week. Haynes Keene's going to be back. He is. We got a bunch of family coming up from Miami to come stay with us and go to that. So we're anxious about that, but just take care of business tomorrow. Take care of the football, and shouldn't be too stressful.
Yep, well said. So, but with that being said, I'm going to need some numbers, right?
Yep. Yeah, we were actually talking about that, and then I got lucky enough to get through to you here. So,
$250 on the line. All right,
$250. Yep. Might be a little aggressive, but I don't think Duke's going to kick field goals, so I got them with 14.
Okay.
I don't even think Manny's going to trot the kicker out there once, so I'll give them 14. And I truly think Miami will establish the run, plus a couple big play actions. I'll go 48-14.
Ooh, okay. Right under that 50 burger. Okay, all right. I'm locking it in. Now you said you kind of got together here. Was this a group effort to get to this number?
Yeah, we had some mixed. We weren't too far off. My dad's watched a lot of Dolphins and Canes football through the years, so he's a little more pessimistic. He went with a 38-21. My mom was a 42-14. So
okay.
I'm just gonna throw a couple field goals in there and go 48-14. We'll lock that in.
Is your dad still there?
He is. He's right here.
Put him on the phone. What's his name?
He's Renee as well.
Renee as well. Okay.
Hey, hello, Coop.
What's up, Renee? How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing well. How are you?
I am doing amazing. You know what? The team that determines my mood each and every week is currently undefeated. So can I really be bad?
Yes, sir.
So, hey, here's what I wanted to do. So we got a little that's your son that was on the phone,
Yes.
correct? Okay, just wanted to verify here. Let's do a little family bet here. Let's double. He's got 48-14, but he said you're a little bit different. Let's get your score prediction, number 1, and see who gets closer. And then number 2, give you an opportunity to win $250. Let me kick it over. Let's kick it over.
All right.
Give me your score prediction.
I'm doing 38-21 Canes.
38-21 Miami. Okay. Let me lock you in here.
Yes, sir.
Because, hey, I didn't want it to be a scenario where, you guys come together and your son wins the money and he's not willing to, like, split it up with you or something. So, like, we're going to get his.
He won't split. He won't do it.
All right. Well, here we go. Now both of you have a shot at it, and let's see if one of you can get it.
Yes. Thank you.
All right. I appreciate you.
All right, man. Awesome. Coop, we appreciate you, man. Love
All right.
watching all your videos all week, man.
Hey, I appreciate y'all for watching, for real. Tell your mom that I said hello as well, and I truly,
Hey, I wanted to say hi before they hung up too.
Hey, hold up. What's your name?
Okay. Sue.
What is it again? Sorry.
Sue.
Can you spell it for me? That way I can write it down here.
Sue.
Sue. Sue. All right. Sue, here's what I'm going to do. This has never happened before on this channel. We've done a father-son duo before. We're doing we're doing the family thing here. Sue,
okay.
I'm on the official score prediction cam. What's your score prediction for this game with $250 on the line if you get this right? And you don't have to share with your husband or your son.
Okay. I'm going with 42-14.
42-14. All right. I'm going to lock you in. There it is.
We got 3 shots at it.
Hey, look, you can't beat that, right? 3 shots at $250.
Yes, sir.
All right. Hey, I appreciate y'all. Thank you for hanging out in the streams and showing some love. And it's a family thing here. That's what we try to push.
Get a good night's sleep. Get a good night's sleep. You got to get up early.
Butt crack of dawn, 10 a.m. Oh, that's rough. I don't know how people
all right,
do
man,
it.
We'll open it up for the other callers, man. Thank you so much.
Appreciate y'all. All right, see ya.
See you, man.
Y'all know I didn't hang up. 45-21 Canes.
Hey, we love it, man. Isn't that what we say we're all about here? Got the whole family in on it. We got the father, and then the mom and the son, all 3. And we're gonna see who. I'm gonna circle it right here. I want to see who gets closer. Let's see who knows ball. Let's see who gets closer tomorrow. That's good stuff. That's really good stuff. Man, I wish I had that type of drive, Raymond. Hitting the gym before and then like.
Brad, stop lying. Let's go, Canes.
Zachary, thank you for the 2. Brad says, y'all know I didn't hang up. 45-21. First ever super chat on a stream. Brad, we'll get you back in here, bro. We'll get you back in here. Thank you for the 2. Zachary, thank you for the 2. Gonna go for a few more minutes. And then we got a big day tomorrow. We do have a big day tomorrow. Let's get a couple more in here. Y'all are something else. You got Miami 42-14.
To wear the U on the side of your helmet.
Zach wants an iPhone.
I really don't know how you guys do the iPhone thing. Everything going through the little Apple store thing. I don't know. I need to be able to modify things and hack it a little bit, I will give iPhones props for quality with builds, the way the phones are put together. I actually received an award at my previous company because I replaced over 1,000 iPhone screens. We got Hurricane Boo in the building, a.k.a. Brandon. Or maybe you could flip it, Brandon, a.k.a. Hurricane B, whichever way he prefers.
Whichever one you want to do it.
He don't care. Don't matter to him. He just wants to get in here.
As long as we're winning, I don't care.
He just wants the team to win, and he wants to win this $250. I feel you.
That's all that matters.
Yeah. How you feel about Manny Diaz? You got any ill will towards that man?
He can stay at Duke. That's it. I mean, I care about as much as him as I do Florida State. So
fair. So you don't think very highly of him? You don't want to go back?
No. Okay. No.
Fair.
They can keep him. We're good with what we got.
All right.
I mean, I don't need nothing else from him.
All right. Now what I'm gonna do? I know I'm springing this on you a bit, but it is 11:42. I'm gonna try to end before midnight since it's an early day tomorrow.
Get up early.
I know, man. I know. And hey, what the people don't see is this stream ends at midnight, but Coop ain't going to bed till at least 2 or 3 a.m. That's just the reality. So I'll do a little bit of a lightning round if that's cool with you. Obviously, I'll give you an opportunity to speak your piece and say what you'd like here, but I would like to get those numbers from you.
I've been conflicted over this, and I'm gonna go 55-24 Miami.
Ooh, man. Okay, well,
Cam.
wait,
Cam
hey.
is mad.
Whoa, we do need a bit of an explanation here. Hold up, let me kick it over. That's by far the highest score predicted for the Canes tonight. So you think that Cam comes in pissed off tomorrow? Is that what it is?
Yeah, he'll be well more than pissed off.
Okay.
And especially all the criticism he's got. Everybody saying he can't, he couldn't do this against Florida State, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's eating at him.
Okay. 55, man. All right.
I wasn't even going to give Duke 24, but the only problem that I see, and I've seen it week in and week out, if we don't put a safety over top of Frederick, they're liable to score 3-4 touchdowns.
Now, I mean, Malik Murphy, even though they're not putting up a ton of points offensively, I mean, let me look at that number again. I know this varies a lot week to week, but they're hovering around 26 points per game. But yeah. Malik Murphy does have a big arm, and they know what they're up against, right? They can't come out and settle for field goals, assuming their kicker can even hit it. Yes, it's just facts. He's struggling. They know they have to make some big plays, and they know that the big chunk yardage plays is what hurts Miami. So if that O-line can give Malik Murphy time, they're going to hit some deep shots. It's probably going to happen. Let's just be honest. Do they have enough firepower to go toe-to-toe with Miami offensively?
No.
This is not Louisville we're talking about. It's Duke.
It's totally different.
I see what you mean when you're throwing the 24 out there. We'll see. I would like to hope that Miami's D-line can pressure Malik Murphy a lot and force him into some bad situations and some silly throws. But we have to see.
We got to keep him uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because if not, I mean, because if you really think about it, look at the Florida State game. They took one deep shot, and it was over top of Frederick. And if they had a quarterback with any decent arm, that was 6 because he was so lost in coverage. I mean, it was unreal. I mean, we're going to have to play a safety over top of him.
I still want Damari back so bad.
Yeah, like I'm praying we get him back by the Clemson game because we're going to see them in the ACC championship. So
you think so?
I think so. I just don't see anybody else beating them.
It's going to be interesting. A lot of people. Let me see something real quick. Everybody's talking about Pitt now. Everybody's talking about Pitt. And they play Clemson. Boy, they do.
Little League team could have picked Kyle McCord off 6 times.
Oh, shots fired. Oh, buddy. All right.
But see, I brought up about Cam Ward, though, and nobody's giving him any love. They were giving him all the trash talk over not throwing a touchdown against Florida State. But everybody's riding old Will Howard up there at Ohio State, and they're barely winning. So what's the difference? It's Miami. They're gonna throw their shots at us. I'm gonna throw them back.
Boy, it is interesting though that we'll see with that Pitt team in their defense, because I mean they're taking on SMU tomorrow, and
I think SMU score 42 on them.
They're taking on Clemson. Louisville still, I would consider high-powered offense. We'll see, man. If they can go through that gauntlet there, SMU at SMU, that's Louisville at Louisville. They do get Clemson at home, bro. That's
Virginia
interesting.
And Boston College.
You think that's it?
That's all they'll beat. SMU, Clemson, and Louisville all beat them.
Man, I don't know. That's going to be interesting to see. Do you guys think Pitt's for real in the chat? What do you think about Pitt? I mean, like, they're 7-0, 3-0 in the ACC, but do you think they're actually legit?
All I know is that their secondary better play against SMU like they did Syracuse, where it's going to be a long night.
Man, this is fun this year.
Yeah, it's unreal.
Mm.
But I do want to give you something, because this right here is Halloween was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
You know my wife's an Alabama fan.
Yeah, that's rough, man.
I got my son's Michigan jumpsuit out and put it on, and she said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm going as the man who ended Nick Saban's career. I'm going as Jim Harbaugh."
Boy, well, there's one thing that I know for sure. You two aren't sleeping in the same bed for at least a week.
Yeah,
that's rough. You took
I'm
one.
still in the doghouse.
You took one for the team with that one.
I almost didn't make it after Halloween, because I picked up my work folder. She said, "What's that?" I said, "The playbook that ended his career also."
Oh, man. Just wait. If Miami loses a game, boy, she is not going to let you. She's going to be all over you.
Yeah, because she looked at me yesterday. She said, "Miami sucks." I said, "Yeah, come from someone who's 6-2."
Hey, we had to live it up, right? We're used to being underneath yeah, we're used to being underneath the shadow of teams like Alabama and these big top 5 and top 10 teams. So here we are at number 5. Whether people think Miami's been tested or not, or earned it or not, is irrelevant.
Fact is, we're here.
Miami is number 5. Miami is 8-0, and I think the majority of the fan base just wants to keep winning, myself included.
1 or 100.
Yep.
A win's a win.
I'm there. So, Brandon, I got you locked in. Biggest score of the night for sure, 55-24. We'll see if it happens. I'll see you tomorrow.
Go Canes.
All right, peace out, bro.
See you, man.
All right, lightning round to finish this thing up. What a crazy night. What a crazy, crazy night. Some awesome phone calls. We are going to make it a true lightning round. The real deal. I'm serious. The real deal. Here we go. You've never seen another channel answer phone calls so quickly. In, out, score prediction. Guys, last chance at 250. Last chance at 250. Let's go. Tell them, workforce. Hype it up. Fastest lightning round on YouTube, on the platform. Yo.
What's up?
What's up, my man?
Nothing much. I've been waiting so long to get you on.
We got you in here again. You got another shot.
It's in the lightning round, but hey, you're on Coach Coop's channel. You're a Canes fan.
Hey, look. It's, either way, it's a chance at $250. Am I right?
Yeah.
250 is 250. Have you thought any more about what you would do with the money?
Still not completely sure.
Okay.
Well, one thing is for sure. I'm still not buying beer and cigarettes.
I hope not. That's good. Good deal. I think last time you said you might put it away and apply it towards your tuition at the University of Miami. Is that still in the cards?
You are right.
Okay.
I might even donate it depending on how I feel.
No. I think you should get yourself, at least take half of it and get yourself something cool, you know?
All right. But I'm one of those people who prefer to give back to
That's cool.
what I get. It always comes around, man.
That's how us Miami Hurricanes fans are. We're very humble, giving. We're just nice people all around.
Overall, chat. If you guys ever see a Canes fan in public, always say hi. It'll give you a handshake or something. And they can hold a conversation for a little while. They'll be happy to talk to you. Just be a Canes fan.
Yeah, we're a very, very handsome group. We're great people all around. So I'm gonna kick you over to the score prediction, Cam. I know you've been thinking about this. I know you got some numbers.
Oh, you're right.
So I'm ready.
Alrighty. So for Sun, aka Karsten, I have 45 for Miami and 26 for Duke.
All right, now let me lock you in. Hold up, let me lock you in.
Wait, for Dad. I got one for Dad.
Now, are you gonna put him on the line, or are you gonna give it?
I'm gonna put him in too.
Okay.
Yeah. For Dad, he has Miami 41. You got that?
I got it.
All right. He also has Duke at 20.
At 20.
All right.
So you two are close, but you have both Miami and Duke scoring a little bit more than he does. All right, let's lock him in.
All right.
All right.
Ching.
Well, you are in for the $250, both you and your dad. So best of luck. Hey, either one of them it sounds good to me because both are Miami victory and by a decent amount of points. I'll take it.
Any victory for Miami is good.
You tell them. You tell them.
I mean, just look at the Ball State game, 62-0. That we still celebrated even though their team sucks.
Hey, by 1 or 100. By 1 or 100, Carson. I'll take it.
You're right. Hey, you got my name right. You're one of the few people first try who get my name right.
Hey, I'm always paying attention and listening, even though I don't look like it. Hey, all right, my man. I appreciate you calling in tonight, and we'll hopefully celebrate a win together tomorrow.
All right. I will try be in on the live show tomorrow, and I will watch the game with you, and I will watch you potentially throw your chair across the room if Duke scores a single touchdown.
Ain't gonna happen. I'll tell you, I'm doing exercises tonight. I'm warming up the shoulder and the elbow. I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
Yeah, you're warming up the shoulder to throw the chair across the room.
No, not true. Not true. All right, my man. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
All right. Peace out.
See you, man.
See you. Hey, love the young callers, man. Love the young callers. You got to think we're talking about the future of the Miami fan base. Make sure we remember that in those situations, man. These are lifelong fans, and when they start at a younger age like that, man, you're talking a long time, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right. Let's keep going with the lightning round a little bit here. Couple more. Can we squeeze them in? Can we get them in? Let's see. Let's get them. It's open. Here's your chance.
Can we squeeze them in? Can we get them in?
This is what it takes.
Well. If it isn't my man Juice.
Hey! Responded to George P.
It's open.
What's going on?
Here
I'm chilling. Do you care, Juice, just for during the phone call, can you turn me down on either the TV or whatever you got us on?
I'll shut it off like I did last time.
You good. I'll give you a second.
I did it. Listen, you remember before I went to the South Florida game, I told you I like us against anybody?
Sure do, yeah.
Okay, we're still looking that way now. I don't understand sometimes where our defense don't show up, where the O-line don't block sometimes, but in the end, we win 52-50.
Look, hey, Juice, you know we can't have it all, right? If the O-line's playing well, well then the D-line ain't playing well. If we're able to throw the ball, we ain't passing. Like we can't. Juice, we can't have both. All right.
Right. And I'll damn sure take 8-0 over previous years for sure. I'm tickled pink, and like you said earlier, who knows if next year's promise for any of us. I'm enjoying this ride right now. I am enjoying it. I agree. Feels great.
So, Juice,
well, listen, let me get some other. Go ahead.
Juice, we're in a bit of a lightning round, so I am going to get get those numbers from you because I want you to have a shot at the $250.
Okay.
So let's kick it over.
I'm gonna go 45-13.
45-13. I am just to verify here. I'm guessing this is for Miami. Correct, Juice?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Of course.
All right. Hey, I didn't have any doubts. Just making sure the viewers
Is there another college football team on the planet?
UTEP.
Yeah, the Miners. Well, they better go chase some gold. Because we're gold this year.
Bro, I kind of got a soft spot for UTEP. All right, come on. Let's show UTEP some love, guys.
Hey. Next thing we're talking about Slippery Rock.
Oh, man. Well, Juice, I apologize for rushing you off the line, but we're just trying to get this lightning round in so we can get rested up for tomorrow. You know, big day, exciting day. But I'm happy that we got you in here, bro.
Amen to that. God bless you, man. Let's go Canes, and let's keep it going, buddy. Let's keep that Cane train rolling.
Let's go. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye.
Peace, bro.
Peace.
My man, Juice. Chris coming in with the $4.99. While we were on the line, he said, "Get me in so I can respond to George." Oh gosh, what did George say? Hold on. George said, "It must be nice not to have to play any good teams all year, and your only real game was on the first game of the year when the other team wasn't ready." I can't decide if that's more of a diss at Miami or Florida. I'm not sure. Who does that make look worse, though? I've seen a lot of Florida fans being very vocal on social media talking about how poor Miami's schedule is. And I'm like, you realize that you guys were on it, right? Like, you realize that would have been the game where Miami is still trying to get it all together, because you can practice all you want, but game day is a different story. Like, you got to bring it all together. You're trying to figure things out. You're trying to make sure everything's clicking. And boy, we were clicking, on all cylinders from the jump against Florida. Buddy, man. So I don't know. I think it's weird, right? Like I'm not that fan. What's up, Moonlight Meat? When Miami has been down, tell me if you agree. When Miami has been down, like let's say 2022, right? You went 5 football games. Ugh. When a team beat us, my first instinct was not to run to social media and say, "Congratulations, you beat a bad Miami team. We suck. This win shouldn't even count. We suck so bad. Like, I can't believe y'all are bragging about it." Bro, what? That's more of a diss on your own team. Hey, well, we're not very good. It really shouldn't even count because we're so bad. Bro, what? Hey, we love you, George. We love you, George. We love when you come in here and talk nonsense. It's a good time. I never understood when people do that. We're open. We're open for business. It is lightning round, though. It is lightning round. Just keep it in mind. Miami couldn't handle the swamp. Then Miami couldn't handle Graham Mertz's completion percentage. Now it is, well, if Lagway would have been playing, we thought Miami was going to struggle with the humidity. Apparently it was us. If it wouldn't have been so hot that day, well, if we could have played you 6 games in instead of 1, we would have been a little better off. We probably would have won. If we would have just went ahead and fired Napier before the season started. It's coulda, woulda, shoulda, and but. And what if? The game was played. Miami beat the team that was put in front of them. Hold on, I gotta refresh. This thing's messing up. Hold up. I'm already over my limit. I'm trying to get y'all in. Hold on. George, there's one thing that you have to admit with George. George will always get the fan base riled up. Always. And the crazy thing is he's not just saying stuff. He believes it, I think. And that's why it gets people riled up. Hello?
Oh, yeah. How are you doing?
Chris, I'm all smiles.
I was too. I spent a lot of time coming up with a scientific formula to determine my score prediction. And then George, a.k.a. Nick Saban, jumped in here with his stupidity. So let me give you my scientific formula first. We can have fun with George.
Now, I'm really bad at math, so you got to break it down to a kindergarten level here for me.
Well, it's appropriate. It's pretty kindergarten.
Okay.
So I figure our offense is at least twice as good as Georgia Tech. Okay. So I'm gonna go with 28 or 48 points for Miami. All right, and then I figure our defense is at least twice as good as Georgia Tech. So I'm gonna go with 7 points for Duke.
Oh my. Ooh. Okay. Now, just so the people don't argue over it being official or not official, I need you to give me those numbers one more time on the score prediction, Cam, and then we'll talk about it here for a moment.
So 48 Miami, 7 for Duke.
Okay. I would also like to know if Zach Jones is here, if there's any response. I don't know if he's still here. Let's lock it in. So offense and defense about twice as good as Georgia Tech. I like it.
Right?
I like it.
Pretty easy. Kindergarten level, appropriate for Georgia Tech. So I'm trying to understand Georgia's thought process here. So we all know he's delusional with the whole Nick Saban, the next Nick Saban at Georgia, or excuse me, at Florida. Comment that started this season off. But, how is it that our team, with the brand new transfer quarterback, never took a snap, right, is more prepared to go into his home and whoop that ass But the only reason is because they weren't prepared. Like, how's that work? How's that logic work?
Miami should have been the team that was trying to get it together week 1 and get it all figured out.
Saying. Right? I mean, and I mean, I just don't. And our coaches suck because we play all the shitty ACC teams. I just don't understand.
Chris, I desperately need to introduce you to a guy on Twitter. Man, Melissa knows who he is. I think I see Melissa tweet back and forth with him all the time. This guy is a Florida fan, and he spends 90% of his time tweeting about Miami and making excuses for Florida and talking about how if these scenarios would have been different, if things would have changed, then they would have beat Miami.
Oh, you know what? There's probably some truth to that. I mean, there's plausible scenarios out there. If half our starters had gotten the flu, well,
here,
I don't know.
Here's his tweet from yesterday. He tweets out, Miami fans acting like they played a tough schedule this season is comical. Okay, not arguing their schedule's tough, but he realizes that we played his team and his team was on it, right?
Yeah, well, here's the thing, okay? If they were playing, they have, and we've talked about this, one of the hardest schedules I've ever seen. I'm not arguing that. And you know what? If they were 8-0 with their schedule, and we were 7-1 with our schedule, then he could say, hey, look, even if we hadn't kicked y'all's ass, look who we're playing and look who you're playing. I mean, it's just not even. But what are they, 4-3?
I don't know. After we beat their booty, I quit watching them, to be honest.
I mean, do we want to even ask George what he thinks the score of the game this weekend in Florida is going to be?
We can ask him. I would kind of like to know.
I mean, he's got that. Yeah, I mean, they're prepared now. I just want to make sure that they're ready, because I don't want to hear that excuse when Georgia, puts them over their knee this weekend.
George, Chris is putting you on the spot. What do you got for Florida versus Georgia?
Well, are they prepared? That's the first question.
He'll respond. I don't think George really backs down from confrontation. He'll reply.
He's talking about the lottery or something. I mean, George is in and out of consciousness. Remember the next Nick Saban?
Hey, we love George, right?
I mean, I love him too.
He's a hoot. Yeah, I remember. It's just, again, a lot of teams, it feels like more so than ever before, jumping to conclusions. I know you remember the Georgia Tech #1 offense after beating a Florida State team that ended up actually now only winning one football game, 8 games into the season.
I remember that. I plan on bringing that out in a couple weeks.
Next week. Yep.
Oh, that's right. Shit. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't respond. Yep. What's the oh, shit. You don't happen to know what the line on that game is, do you?
Which game?
It's got to be like Florida, Georgia.
Oh gosh, it's got to be bad. I can find that out in 2 seconds. It is what? Hold on.
Yeah, 10.5 or 11. Yep.
14.5.
No.
14.5.
That's higher than I thought it'd be. See, I hate to admit this to George. I think Florida's an okay team. I mean, I think they're better than their record. from a talent perspective. Yeah, makes our win feel better too. But I don't think they're trash. I don't think they're Florida State bad.
No, definitely not. No, for sure.
They're not Georgia Tech bad.
Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait to get you and Zach on here if both of you are actually willing to do it.
Dude, did you get my text message?
I did. If I showed you the notifications on my phone right now, you would not believe me.
No, it's okay.
No, I will
I'm
respond.
Just saying, I'm willing to host.
It's on my phone. My day was luckily it's kind of chilled out a little bit, but that kidney stone was killing me today.
Is it still there?
Yes. Yeah, we were in town driving.
Have you named it yet?
No, not yet. I want to get a look at it. Kind of like how I think it's silly to name a baby before. Like, you got to look at the face, see what it looks like. And we were out in town today, and I had to swap with my wife. I said, "You have to drive. I can't drive. It hurts too bad."
Oh wow.
Hopefully soon.
Well,
hopefully I'll be giving birth maybe in the next 24 to 48 hours. If the Duke game is too close for comfort, it might be tomorrow.
Yeah, last thing, and I'll get off because I know you're in a hurry. So, do you really feel like let me say this differently. If Manny had the same support and money that Mario's got, do you not think he would have done a lot better? I'm not saying he's as good a coach as Mario, and I think he's got his gaps as a head coach.
I mean, would he have done better? Yes. I don't think that he would have built up a team that would be as sustainable long term as what Mario's doing with building up the trenches.
Yeah, I agree. I think the guy's a great.
I don't think he's a cool buddy type of guy, and I think he got better about that now at Duke, where he's not as buddy with people. With some of the things I heard that he was doing at Miami and things he was letting slide, I don't think that he would have been as great of a relationship builder with recruits as Mario is. Not as persistent. He would better, yes. But again, long term, I still don't think he would have been the solution with him kind of learning while he's at Miami. But I mean, more money always helps, right? Especially in this era of college football.
I think that guy's an incredible DC. I just think he's a DC. He's not a head coach.
That's fair.
So
yeah.
He did a great job at for George or Zach or whoever was running their face about how Duke suddenly has 6 turnovers in a game, and it had nothing to do with him. I mean, he did pretty good at fucking Michigan too, So, anyways, we're in a better spot, but I hate to hear people or see people talk shit about the guy because we were super excited when he popped out the turnover chain and we started seeing the defense that remind us of the good old days with the tempo and the pressure. So
yeah, if you go back and look at my stuff when we brought him in, I was ecstatic. I was like, yo, we promoted from within. This is a guy that is familiar with the program. Ran such an aggressive defense. We love this guy. Let's go. And then it is what it is. But I don't hate him. I don't hate him. I don't. I'll hate him tomorrow for about 4 hours.
You gotta whip that ass tomorrow.
Yeah. And then I'll be back to, all right, all right, Manny.
Dude, if you look at George's comments, I think he's on some really good drugs.
No, you know what I actually think it is a lot of times?
What's that?
I think he accidentally hits his phone or something, and he's 10 to 15 minutes behind the live stream. Because he'll answer questions, and it'll be something that we talked about 20 minutes ago. And I will pop in my stream half an hour after it ends, and George is still responding to questions and typing after it's over. So we're done. We've went to bed, and George is still watching the stream because he rewound 30 minutes I really think that's what's happening.
Awesome. All right. Well, I'm going to get out of here. Melissa's telling me to shut up. And I guess you're trying to get George in here. I'd love to hear that. So have a killer night, man. Appreciate everything.
All right, Chris. I appreciate you, bro.
Dude.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Later.
All right, peace. Oh, man. Oh. We need to try to test it. We need to test George. We need to ask him a question and see how long it takes for him to respond.
You on the side of your helmet.
Is the 2001 team less great because of schedule? Is this skewed for those guys in Columbus for years that played weak Indiana, Illinois, Minnesota, Northwestern, etc. each year? You don't know what teams will be looked at Indiana and Illinois now. Stop.
I like the dramatic pause from the robot lady. Stop. Tucci, thank you for the 10 straight to the PayPal. Tucci, can I give you a live review real quick? You know what I'm talking about. Can I mention it? Thank you for the big 10, my friend. We'll open it back up. We're going a little late. I guess we're pushing it to 12:30. The people want the 250. I want to give the people 250. We'll try to get a couple people in here. Tucci, thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. All right, let's open it back up. Real lightning round. Real lightning round activated. Never seen calls go this quickly on this platform. Here we go. Here we go. Ooh, I have to tell you, you nailed the timing on that one because I had just flipped the switch.
Yo, I had some serious issues today. So I got home. They had the women's basketball tip-off dinner tonight. So I got home at like 9:15 as your stream was starting. Basically logged into it and overheard Joel talking. So I was like, all right, listening to him. I'm like, oh, I'll try calling in after. And then I'm checking my email and I realized I had continuing education for work that needed to be done on by November 1st.
Ooh.
And I'm like, oh, today's November 1st. I better do that. So I spent a good hour and some minutes listening to you guys talk while doing continuing education so I don't lose my credentials at work.
Fair, you know, I mean, you got to have some priorities, but still got to talk Miami, you know. That's fair.
So then I finished as you're like, all right, lightning round. And then like I didn't have the timing down. So I was like, crap. And there was a million things I wanted to respond to. So real quick, one, my issue with Manny Diaz. I think he got screwed over, and I think they did him dirty on his way out because he basically hired a new coach before he got fired. But here's my thing. The turnover chain was really, really cool
Georgia's
in 2017
score prediction
because
of
he
the
was winning.
UGA Florida
When he
game
started
just
pulling that shit
confirmed he
out,
is
when we
in
got
and
an
out of
interception versus
consciousness.
Bama, when we were
Hurry.
down like 30,
Someone call
that's when I had a
911.
problem with it, and that's when the turnover chain needed to disappear. It was a really cool gimmick in 2017. After that, it needed to go. Also, to address Chris, we would not have as good of a team with Manny as we do with Mario, even with the resources Mario has, because Mario was a really good recruiter even prior to NIL, and Manny's recruiting classes are shit. So there's that.
And
I'm
obviously,
going to the game tomorrow, by the way.
Oh, you are gonna go?
Yeah, I'm gonna be there. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I'm a little concerned that they're pushing the Pack the Rock thing again. It's noon.
It's not going to be packed.
It's just
I think there'll be a good turnout, but it's not going to be. It just this is just how it is in Miami.
Yep.
People are going to get up for the big games, the rivalry games. Yes, we're good, so I think there's going to be more people there than maybe there would be, say, like 2 years ago when we weren't good. But it's still not going to be sold out. I'm still battling whatever I was battling last weekend versus FSU, but I'm dragging my ass to Hard Rock this weekend because there's no way I can miss 2 games in a row. So I will be there. But it's and the fact that it's a noon game is even worse. Had Duke won last weekend, I think this might have been a primetime game or at least a 3:30 game. But
I know. That would have been so sick. But
yeah.
What can I say? Teams that we're playing not doing their part and, coming in undefeated, retaining that ranking. It is what it is, you know?
Also, all of Georgia's excuses for why Florida lost to us, and like I've never heard that we weren't ready one, but like if you're hating on our schedule, saying it's easy and that you guys have a much harder schedule, we still beat you 41-7. So what does it matter? It's not like we're both 8-0 and we're trying to compare who the better team is. Yeah, your schedule's harder, but we still kicked your ass. So what does it matter?
It doesn't, in my opinion. But obviously, there's a lot of coping that goes on online, and people. Yeah, hey, there's some new off-season champions in 2024. I'll just say that.
Yeah, and I think the next couple of weeks is going to be a big tell of what the ACC really is, because everyone's saying Miami's playing an easy schedule and all of that, but Clemson's hitting the meat of their schedule now. They still have to play Tech at Virginia Tech. They got to play Louisville. They're going to play Pitt. Pitt has to play Clemson and SMU. So I don't understand. I guess Miami's getting this hate because we're ranked higher than the rest of them. But I still think at Georgia Tech is going to be an interesting game. But we've kind of hit that meat of our schedule already, where we've played Tech, we've had to travel to Cal, we got through the rivalry game. This one kind of has some emotions with it too. But I think we're going to see what Clemson really is made of in the next few weeks, as well as Pitt and SMU.
That's what's wild. I realized last night. I don't know why it took this long to hit me. I know that you take it week to week, right? But when I looked back at like all of my full season prediction, my way too early prediction, Miami is past the games that I was like super concerned about.
Yeah.
And again, like I just said, week to week, because Duke has a better record right now than I thought they would have had going into this game. But the ones that off the bye week, the high-powered Louisville offense, like you said, traveling to Cal, Miami passed those tests. So it's going to be interesting to see how the tail end of this season plays out.
Clemson's best win is like blowing out Wake Forest. They've played Wake, Virginia, Stanford. They haven't even hit the more top-tier ACC teams. So I don't understand where these comparisons are coming from. And yeah, you can be like, oh, well, once they play them, let's take the common opponents and see what it's like. But until they play each other, you don't know. Pitt hasn't played anybody yet either. So I just think if you want to talk about who we think is going to win the ACC, I think there's a lot more football left to be played before anybody can make any type of prediction. And yeah, Miami's ranked higher right now, but honestly, the AP poll means absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I just look at, especially coming into the season, I know you're big on saying rankings are pointless in the offseason, especially because literally week one, they got to start shifting that thing all around.
I don't think rankings should even bother to come out until the college football playoff starts doing their rankings in November.
Fair.
The rankings are just there so they can set these, look at a top 10 matchup, blah, blah, blah. And then some of these teams aren't even in the rankings by the end of the year. I mean, I just think it's crazy. I think the rankings are there early just so they can get viewers and have something to hype up. But
views and money is definitely part of it.
Miami just needs to keep winning, and the rankings will take care of itself. That's all. You win the ACC, you get that top 4 seed, and that's what you're going for. Because at the end of the day, if you have a loss and you don't make the ACC championship game, or you lose in the ACC championship game, there's a big chance that you don't get in that 12-team playoff because of how the ACC is viewed.
Yep. Well, you're right. So, Melissa, have you had an opportunity to think about some numbers?
I have, and I'm trying to come up with something that's not what someone else has said already.
They're all very, pretty darn similar. I mean, 9 out of 10 of these are like 40 to 45 for Miami, and Duke hovering around like 14 to 20. Like almost every single one of them.
Yeah.
So
Let's go with.
Do you go outside the box? Do you?
I'm just gonna pick really random numbers that not necessarily are football numbers, but we'll go on the premise of Miami, maybe Mario wants to go for 2, or Duke misses an extra point or something like that because their kicker's not very good.
That second part, I was about to say, that's not impossible.
Exactly. So let's roll with 39-15.
I like it. I like it. All right. Let's lock it. Those are the types of score predictions. Let me lock it in. Those are the type of score predictions that win the score prediction contest.
You never know. It's just for fun. I'm not expecting to win. But like I said, if I ever do win it, we're going to buy some viewers some hoodies with that money. So
there we go. I like it. So, Melissa, I got you locked in. 39-15. I've seen weirder scores. So
listen, if I had been able to call, did I call in for FSU? I don't even remember, honestly. I can't keep track of when I've called in and when I haven't. I think I did though. I don't know.
I think you did. I think you did.
I had like a fever and everything, so I don't even remember if I spoke to you or not.
Yeah, you called in. You called in because I was asking you if you were still going to go to the game even though you were sick. Yeah.
Yeah. This illness is like your kidney stone. I'm still battling.
Well, hopefully it's gone after 2 months. I'll tell you that.
Listen, we need to have some conversation off air about that kidney stone because I need to let you know what you need to do.
Yeah, like I said, I know we're airing this out on the stream, but I go to the urologist on the 13th. They said that's as soon as they could get me in. So that'll put me at 8. That'll put me at almost 11 or 12 weeks that it's been in my ureter.
You need a lithotripsy, my friend.
The only way they can see me sooner is if I go to the hospital. Yeah.
I feel for you, Coop, man. They say passing a kidney stone is worse than women giving birth. So.
Yeah, can't wait. Can't wait.
All right. Well, here's to passing boulders and a Miami win tomorrow.
All right, Melissa. Well, enjoy the game tomorrow. If you get to see Manny, tell him that Coop says hello. I'm sure he remembers me. And hopefully we'll be celebrating a win.
Hopefully. Have a good night, Coop.
All right. See you.
Bye.
My man Dingo in the building.
This is what it take to wear the U on the side of your helmet.
Not my point, Mr. Saban. Nobody said we are great. Many top teams are not always consistently tested because of schedule. Just be better than the team you were playing that week, and Florida was miserably not.
Yeah.
You can give your review. Hope it was good.
Yeah, so what I have to tell the people here, Tucci, I wanted to make sure that you were fine with it, and I think we're going to wrap up. I know I missed so many calls tonight. So many calls, but we are at 12:30 my time. So we've been live for 3.5 hours, and I'm telling you, if I don't at least start winding down, I need 2 hours to wind down. Just as a heads up, I need 2 hours to wind down before I can go to bed. So right now, we're looking at minimum 2:30 a.m. for a noon game tomorrow, and I need 2 hours to prep for the stream. So that's 10 a.m. getting up. What's up, JT? So that's rough. That's rough. All right, and I need my beauty sleep. Yeah, obviously, So I think we'll probably wrap it up there. I do want to say that Tucci, thank you for a second 10, by the way. Tucci sent me some cannolis. I had never had a cannoli before. These are real cannolis. They're overnighted. They're sent in like a thing that has like dry ice or something in it. And Tucci sent me some cannolis from New York. And I have to say, I like them a lot. It was interesting. Have you guys ever had a cannoli? Like a real cannoli? I had never had one. I'm 35 years old. Obviously, I'm getting older, so I'm starting to branch out and try new things a little bit, not just eat the same old all the time. And they're good. They sent me like 2 packs of them, and it came with this, what is not icing? I don't know, whatever it is that's in the center of it, and it has like chocolate chips or something in it. And they were good. And believe it or not, Tucci, I'm actually fine with just eating it with no filling. Like I went in there last night and grabbed 2 or 3 of them and took them to bed and ate them in bed. I'm serious. I like them. I like them. They're good. Because see, where I grew up at, guys, in the middle of nowhere in East Tennessee on a farm, we pretty much ate the same thing all the time. This is not a joke. I never had Mexican food, like any type of Mexican dish, until I was about 16 years old. My family only ate Southern food. Fried chicken, mashed potatoes, green beans. It was the same thing. Same thing. So I've never experienced these types of foods and dishes and stuff before. And I had my mom come over. So Tucci, I had my mom come down. And I was like, Mom, you got to try these. Like, you've never had a cannoli, right? And she's like, what's a cannoli? No, I don't think so. So I bring my mom over. Now I put the filling and stuff in it. And she's sitting here looking at it. And she's like, what? She takes a bite of it. She loved it. She absolutely loved it. And I like the filling as well, but I'm not super big on sweet stuff. So I'll just eat what's the actual outer part called? Like the shell? Or just the cannoli with no filling? I don't know. But I like it. I like it. I am a fan. Yep. And I still have a few left. I'm trying to pace myself and not go through them all in one night. A+, I would get them again. I'd get them again. So thank you for looking out, Tucci, and giving me some experiences with things that I wouldn't experience otherwise. So thank you for that. Kind of getting me to, go outside my comfort zone. Yeah, K Mills, my apologies, my friend, but I think we are going to wrap it up. It's getting late. We do this every week, though. Every week.
Next time, my man, that I didn't hang up on. 45-21.
Brad, thank you for the 2. Thank you for the 2. Thank you very much, Brad. I appreciate you. 45-21. That's what everybody's kind of in that same area. You'll be at the game tomorrow. Enjoy it, Elvis. Should be a good time. Hopefully it doesn't rain. I hope it doesn't. Even though Miami can lean on that run, it'd be nice for it to be, gorgeous day outside, no rain. I want Miami to have the ability to throw it if they need to. Big day tomorrow, big day. If you guys don't care, one thing that I would like to ask, I ask this every week. If there is one video you watch of mine this week that you haven't watched, make it the Inside Insight show. And that's because I always want to show love to the guest. This was the lowest viewed preview video of the 2024 season and the lowest viewed Inside Insight show of the season. I need to step back and make sure that, I'm doing all the things that I can do to promote these videos and to get them out there. I'm sure it could be a combination of the two things. If Duke would have won last week, maybe they become ranked, maybe not. I don't know. There could have maybe been a little more hype going into this one. There is always an influx of views on game day, so people start searching Miami versus Duke, Miami game, Duke game. So it starts it starts popping up more on game day, so I see a bit of an influx. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually shocked that literally the Ball State preview video got more views than the Duke preview video. That just, I don't know. Like I'm trying to do the math and I'm trying to make sense of it. And it's got to be me. I don't know if maybe I'm just, it's poor title choices. Maybe I'm not working the algorithm. Maybe I'm not getting into enough drama. I don't know. I don't know. But just know that whenever I say that, I'm not saying, yo, people aren't watching my videos. That's always on me. It's my job to put out entertaining content, to bring in the views, title well, keyword it, tag it. That's all on me. I'm just shocked that it seems like there's less hype and interest just purely looking at the viewership, looking at the engagement in the comment section. Maybe it's because Miami, ground and pounded against Florida State and it wasn't that big, electric, exciting win. And it kind of dropped off a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. I guess, Henry, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I was just surprised. So here was my request. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's because the Duke viewership is low. You know what I mean? Maybe there are more Ball State fans that like football than there are Duke fans that like football. So I only got the Miami viewers and no Duke viewers. Maybe. Well, maybe you're onto something. If you're going to go back and watch one, the Inside Insight show was great. I brought on a guy by the name of Jordan. He goes by J-Man. Very knowledgeable on Duke football and Duke basketball as well, as most Duke fans are. But we chopped it up for about 20 minutes. Amazing guest. The preview video, I did an intro that involved Manny Diaz. I'm talking this one right here. Right here. That's right. Manny Diaz made a guest appearance in the intro of the preview video. So you don't want to miss it. Check it out. It was a blast to film. I thought it was a really good time. So if you get some free time, check it out. If not, no biggie. No biggie. We just want to get that win tomorrow, right? You're getting PTSD? It is Manny. It is Manny. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So I appreciate y'all. How long did that take you? I don't remember. I don't know. They all start to run together now. K Mills. Like, you always had to be planning ahead. Like, you have to, like, I'm thinking about what I'm going to be doing at this point for Wake Forest and Syracuse, you know? Always got to stay 2 steps ahead. Thank y'all for the love tonight. Top dono, a single top dono, Joel Davis, $99.99. He did hit us with the times too. I did see those, Melissa. People called them the Tesla of shoes. That's what I saw. But thank yous to Brad Hearn, Tucci, Chris Gaffney, and Chris Gaffney with the Big 20 gifted, growing the Canes fam. Zachary, appreciate the love tonight. Roach Killer 420, awesome high energy call from you as well. Flick Shorts, Duck, my man Duck, Anthony Delano, A. Burgos, Zach Jones, Bryce, Bahama SC, Flight of the Kingfisher, Randy, John O'Mara, King Muggin, Mike Ebersole. Am I missing anybody? I think I got y'all. 400 Get Money with a sub. I appreciate that. MS79 Canes fan. Kathleen Jolie. Lynn G. Daytime Cheese. Tropigal. I think we got him. Big, big game. Emotional game tomorrow. Don't let them lie to you. Emotional game tomorrow for both of these coaches. And one that I'm looking forward to more than the Florida State rivalry. That's right. And it's already almost time for it. Ain't that crazy? Woo! I'll see y'all tomorrow. You know what to do. 9-0. Undefeated. Let's do it. Go Canes. I'll see y'all tomorrow.